that says
Go.
I click the button that says D&D away from the button that says intro. So.
You should install a lever.
Yeah, can we get a lever?
Dude, me and Ninja are teaming up with Red Bull to get a streaming lever that we pull on, and a bunch of steam shoots out of it whenever it starts.
Oh, not bad.
And you have a bunch of like minions cranking as well.
Yeah. A PC water cooled with actual Red Bull instead of water. We're getting all the cool streaming
shoving coal into a big furnace like you're streaming.
I'm gonna get a party member dies button to put on that I can smack, and then a disco ball drops down. And it's gonna play the song Factory. Is that the name of that song?
Yeah, it's called Factory! I think.
Oh, what a good name.
Or maybe it's called The Factory.
Yeah, I'll look that up. I can already tell from where.
What music?
No, it's just wait. No, that's a country song. Wow, that sucks.
What is that? All right, how's the audio, everybody? Does it sound all fucked up, or is this a first where it's good?
Oh, it might be called Powerhouse.
What? No, then what's Factory? We looked up Factory.
Did you just Google the lyrics of the song?
Oh, yeah. I think it might be Powerhouse.
Everyone in chat is saying Powerhouse.
Yeah, it is. Powerhouse by Raymond Scott. Basically, it was pretty much only used in Looney Tunes, which is why everyone knows it. Yeah, Powerhouse.
They're also saying you're too loud, Joel.
That's fine. Joel, do whatever you want, Joel. We just maybe...
I don't care.
Crank you down a little bit.
It's fine.
I don't know how to turn myself up, so I'm just going to talk louder. Alright, who's got candles going?
I have candles going.
When does that episode come out? When are we doing that one? Andrew, do you know when we're releasing the candles episode? E1?
I think it's the next paywall regular episode.
All right.
I thought the next one's gonna be D&D 2. Are we releasing that? And I thought I'm confused.
No, the first episode of the month.
That's not how it works, Joel.
We haven't done it the last 2 months because we've been just donating the money and shit, so we didn't have any paywalled stuff. But
first episode of the month is paywall.
Yeah, so now we're getting our money back. Good.
So we released both that and D&D.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you did that many paywall episodes.
No, the first D&D came out today.
Yeah.
I'm saying the second one. I know.
All right. I have an apple candle going from IKEA, and not impressed with it.
I'm burning one. Was a gift from my buddy Andrew. It's a cashmere plum. It's from the collection.
Chesapeake Bay, baby. Chesapeake Bay.
We got the Snuggly sweater, Andrew. It's an excellent candle.
Snuggly sweater is nice.
Can I write a sweater weather song called Snuggly Sweater? That shit sucks so hard.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, here's the thing, is that candles are for, moms and grandmothers to buy. And we're all, these dudes that are, 30. They're like, these fucking candle names, man, they suck. That's why people release stupid-ass candles like, Mandels, this is bacon and whiskey. We're like, that sucks more.
Sucks. You want nice flowers or something. I've been really big on the jasmine ones lately.
All right. We got a whole episode. Don't give it all away, Branson.
All right. So, let's go back to it. Joel, what are you drinking? Right
now?
Yeah.
I just finished a Tucker, and I actually just tasted this wine. I always get the same kind of shit, and so... I've been big on Edna Valley recently, but I got this La Mirada Toscana, and it's like a blend, and it is rough, man. I just tried it, and it is not good. It is just what is it? 70% Merlot, 20% Sangiovese, 10% Syrah.
100% bullshit, huh?
Right? Dude, it's just acid and butter on the fucking nose or on the
tip. Doesn't sound good.
That just pissed me off. I was trying to play into it, but you just said acid and butter on the nose, and that just made me mad.
Well, no, it's really oaky, and it smells a little bit like
what does he have to do with it?
It smells a little bit like oaky, and it smells good. Like that manure smell to it, which I really like on the nose, but then on the bouquet, and then when you try it, just right away it's just acid, and then it just finishes with acid
manure. tell you what, when you guys made me drink that Cayman Jack and Jago, I really struggled with it.
Cayman Jack.
Yeah, which is just Captain Jack Sparrow. His best.
It's Cayman Jack.
It's like the malt mojito, right? And it's just, bro, malt stuff is just so rough for me now. Well, when I was like 20 and I could, well, more like I was like 17, I could just pound it all the time.
Yeah, you were jacking off all the time when you were 17. What does that have to do with anything you drink?
What are you drinking now, Andrew?
You weren't jacking off at 17?
No, I'm jacking off now.
It's a bubbly, mango bubbly.
Yeah,
bubbly.
We're about to go live.
Branson, what are you drinking?
Oh, a Tucker.
Nice.
I got a Tucker there.
I have this.
Can you show it off?
Ooh, yeah, I'm showing it.
There you go. Oh, what are you gonna do with that, Andrew?
I got it queued up.
Oh, nice. All right, so let's do a recap real quick of what happened, and we're going to talk about level 4. If anybody got anything interesting at level 4, everybody updated their sheet, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
All right. Nobody gets anything really cool except for the ASI, which is just fucking huge. So
I'm getting beefy though. I'm getting beefed up.
yeah, your guy is probably tankier than Octavius.
Let me tell you right now.
Yeah, what is your HP?
My HP is 43 now.
Good God.
As a rogue, my armor class is 15. My con is 18. My dex is 18.
I have 40 HP now. I have 18 strength. Yeah, I think you're more of a tank than I am at this point.
Well, it's that Hill Dwarf boost, man.
It is.
And I got my tuning dagger now, so I can detect magic.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna. I cannot wait for Mr. Creep to take out his little dagger and slap it on the table and watch it go woo, 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 and then it goes woo, and points at the sorcerer.
You all are talking about your 18s. I'm up to 20 on wisdom.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Which is really
Aren't you wise?
And then I got some second level spells. I think that'll be cool. Nothing super interesting, but it should help us out. And then, so the cool thing is I can do Warding Flare 5 times a fucking short rest now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, and that goes up more at level 6, I think.
You're the only person I've really ever seen play a light cleric, but they actually seem pretty strong and pretty good.
I mean, okay, I was reading about them today because I was kind of confused as to where they go after this. Basically, you have a little bit of healing, and then did you ever watch Full Metal Alchemist? Any of you?
No.
I did.
Okie?
Yeah.
You know Roy Mustang?
I think so, yeah.
Like the guy who just burns people constantly?
Yeah.
You're just that guy. You just burn. That's all you do.
You get Fireball, and once you get Fireball, you're a blaster until Fireball kind of wears off, right?
Yeah, but then it goes up from there because then you gain more stuff that helps out with just doing fire-based stuff, casting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, eventually.
All right, nobody took anything interesting like a feat. It's just a pure power boost, basically.
All right.
Let's get started on the recap. It was pretty simple last time. Do one of you guys wanted to cover it, or you want me to cover it?
You want to jump in and maybe fill in the gaps, but I think we could probably do it. It wasn't too terribly hard.
Yeah.
We were leaving Little Triumph with Ida.
Yes.
Ida, and she
there.
was an orc, and she was looking for 2 swords, one a great sword, one a long sword, and she said we could keep one if we helped her find the other one because she kind of needed it to leave her village. And we went up to outside of it. We ran into some centaurs, and the centaurs were kind of standoffish, but not necessarily aggro right away. What was the centaur's name?
The centaur that you saw, you had identified as following you guys as you traveled the road. His name was Bask.
Bask?
Yeah. Like the region.
God damn, that is not good. I'm going to go back to Tucker's after this.
Bad wine's kind of fun, though.
Yeah, I guess I could just make do. I've kind of dug my own grave. So then they escorted us basically because they weren't really cool with us being around there.
They essentially said that they don't trust humans coming down to the region, or any of the races that are coming down to the region in the last 50 years, and that you don't have the right to travel their savannah, and they escorted you basically on the good graces of Ida to the Knights of Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Then went to the Knights of Nothing, who are basically paladins who I'm assuming are like nihilists. They're basically trying to not be anything.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to like step outside of the cycle. They kind of actually referred to what's it called? Like not recurrence. What am I trying to say? Reincarnation.
Yeah.
In this world, which is interesting.
Their thing was that he said that when you die, you basically go to the realm of like a god, and they don't want to be involved in that.
Yeah. And we met the main guy there. His name was Connaughton. Oh, like the guy from the Bucks, the white guy who can dunk.
Yeah.
So Connaughton kind of gave us the lowdown on everything. He had no problem with us entering the tomb there. That was actually a tomb of Rei-Harak-D, seemingly, or it was at one point.
It was an old orcish ruin, and there were a lot of references to religious to Rei-Harak-D within it.
But to various religious idols as well.
There were also I'll show everyone real quick the I mentioned last time that they found 4 sigils. I didn't have them ready, but essentially these are the sigils that were found in the catacombs. Top right is the symbol of Rei-Harak-D. Andrew drew these for me, by the way, because I couldn't even make this work and look decent. Top right is the symbol of Rei-Harak-D. Top left is the symbol of Gerismus. And then there's 2 more symbols that you are not familiar with. One looks like a cup with stars in it. The other one looks like, a line with 3 slashes through it. You're not familiar with who those people are.
Yeah. Wait, you couldn't draw that one on the bottom left?
No. Dude, they looked like shit. I tried doing them myself, and then I just asked Andrew to do them. I have, paint, but I have Paint in 3D, and I've never used Paint in 3D, and I couldn't get it to work right.
Mm-hmm.
They look great.
Yeah, nice job, Andrew. We went down there. There was, I don't know, a lot of skeletons. Obviously, I don't know if we have to go into every combat, but skeletons. Oki, you found some drow. We found a white. That was kind of a bigger battle.
It was a wraith.
I'm sorry, a wraith. Yeah.
Almost killed Andrew.
Yeah, he almost one-shot Mr. Creep.
I got his ass. He didn't touch me.
That's right.
I was playing with his ass.
There was a huge drow. I won't say huge, but there was definitely more drow than we saw there. They were running down a hole. We captured one of them. They poisoned me. I'm still poisoned. And I read some books basically that kind of explained what that place was, right? What it was. Those books that I read?
Yeah, there was one main one. Hold on, let me...
While he's looking that up, we also found basically Aidma Klakshaw was down there at one point kind of planning his whole attack. We found some attack plans, found the 2 swords. Did you all... Oh, Andrew, you also found a dagger that did something, right?
Tuning dagger, detects magic.
Cool.
Yeah, you put it on a flat surface, it will point to the closest magical object.
It's going to point to a hot witch. I'm going to kiss her. Spin the bottle.
You guys also
Just kidding.
found...
Mr. Peep gets no pussy. Sorry.
You guys also found hints that there was a Bodak somewhere in there.
Yeah, we did not go that way because I fortunately rolled a history check to know that a Bodak is no bueno.
You guys sent me down there, and I was like, hey, what's this? And you're like, oh, let's go.
Real quick, the name of the book that you found, Joel, was called Inconsistencies in Icon Worship. And it's about questioning the icons, if they are gods, if they are divine. Maybe they're just very powerful mortal beasts, or if they're what they refer to as inevitabilities of the prime material and makes it lesser than divine realms. So basically, it's a book of theory on what these gigantic beasts that roam the world really are. And, there's also going to be evidence in that book of what each icon is, if you want to read about it or want to know more information about each icon.
Okay. Would it have information about the? Well, I'll ask that when we start playing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we found those 2 swords. And
Zelos and Akaluthos.
I took Zelos.
Yeah, and Ida took Akaluthos. They're ancient orcish greatswords that were blessed by Reharakti himself.
From what I was reading, it just looks like a big meat cleaver almost. Is kind of what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you took
Zelos.
Yeah, it's like a
sword, but it's like a big cleaver.
Yeah, it's essentially like, you ever play Fable, the cleavers, the large cleavers they have there? Kind of similar to that, except it's kind of green and black.
Cool.
I like it.
And then Zelos was very thin and white and gold. Or Akaluthos was thin and white and gold. And then... oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, were you going to say something?
No.
Okay. I was going to say after that, I think we dug a little bit further, or the thing started opening up, but luckily we were talking about being... or I was talking about being an acolyte of Reharakti, and it luckily closed itself. So we didn't have to really fight for the swords or anything.
Oh, yeah, you guys did see a mummy that requested the symbol, essentially.
Yeah. Captured the sword, and then... got the sword and captured the drow, and then I think we head out of there, right?
Yeah, you guys did poke around in the southern chamber, but that's when you saw... Mr. Creep read the word Bodak and in ancient Orcish and brought it back to Malachi, who wanted to leave immediately.
We trashed Admod Clapshaw's hideout.
Oh, yeah, you guys messed it up. You guys took the battle plans and everything you found in there. And
that calendar of when the Phoenix comes back.
Yeah, which is really, cryptic and kind of weird. But it does seem that he does seem focused on... Here, I'll bring that up real quick. Yeah. It's written in Primordial, but you can see the translations underneath it, and a lot of weird, cryptic things about when the Phoenix was reborn. And then he's got some notes under it about his plans. Essentially, he's talking about resurrecting the Phoenix in the city of Benediction, which would destroy the whole city. And then you guys took all that stuff and you left. Joel, you got some?
Even though he said that it shouldn't be resurrected around that kind of area, he said he didn't care or something like. It's not meant to be brought back there. And also, Dodo knows where the egg is or how to bring it back, so she's an important player right now.
Right.
Yep.
And then the other thing was the battle plans, which are essentially that he says he has 200 strong that he thinks can hold Abernathy, and that he was planning on an attack from the lighthouse to come out, which a lighthouse that you guys were already at.
Yeah.
All right, and then you guys headed out. You did a long rest at within the compound of the Knights of Nothing, and then you guys went along the ridge here, just off the savannah, and headed towards Fort to be determined in the morning. And we'll jump right back in unless anybody's got anything else.
Nope. Nothing.
All right. Yeah, you guys are trudging along. It's a warm day, but it's not blistering. It's uncomfortable for sure, but it's not like something serious where you guys are struggling along in this heat. And as you kind of dip away from the mountain ranges to your north and start heading down the dry grasses, you see Fort Be Determined. And you definitely hear a cavalcade of noises that start coming from that location. A little bit south of it, you can see the fort, and the fort doesn't appear to be damaged, but you don't see anyone at it. And just maybe 200 yards south of it, estimated, you can hear the clanging of swords and spears and battle yells in tongues that you may not understand. Does anybody speak Draconic?
No.
No.
Anybody?
But can I quickly cast lesser healing on lesser restoration on myself to get rid of the poison?
Yeah, you are no longer poisoned.
Sweet.
I think I'm still poisoned.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'll cast it on you too.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you can take the disadvantage off too before you do that.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right, and you guys hear sounds. It kind of, the road and the hills kind of dip down a little bit, so you can't see anyone right now, but you hear, the clops of hoof prints, and you're pretty sure the centaurs are involved, and you hear these guttural, deep yells that you've never heard before.
You all think we should check that out or not get involved?
So, we don't see the melee yet. We don't see the fighting.
You can hear it, and it sounds pretty close, but you're probably about a half mile, quarter mile away from it.
Maybe we should try to get them just eyes on it, the situation, see what we can see.
You want our boy to lead?
If Mr. Creep's out,
Is it battle?
Here.
No. Just checking out what's there.
Yeah, we just want eyes on the situation.
Yeah, I could. I mean, where can I approach from? Is it like a ridge or something? Or?
Yeah, you can tell it's down below the ridge. You can go and sneak to the edge of the ridge without much concern of being caught.
I'm sure no one would hear it anyway.
Yeah.
Without stealthing.
They seem a bit busy.
Yeah.
Just a bit. All right. Yeah, I'll check it out. What do I see?
All right, you start heading down. And just pretend your tokens aren't on there for a second, as you guys can everybody can see the whole map, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And you're just on a ridge, probably to the west, about the southwest or something like that. And you can see what appears to be 4 centaurs who are alongside kind of like a upward, higher path. And you see 4 Goliaths, and this is a Goliath that appears to be decked in more ornate armor than the rest, who have kind of found a little crevasse to hide in. You probably be able to tell the centaurs are better at fighting in open territory. And it appears you can see that they have tied up a centaur and have taken him hostage.
Huh. So Joel's gonna want to help these Goliaths.
No. I mean, we could just back off and see who is left.
Didn't the centaur we talked to coming in, he mentioned something about ritual combat.
Yeah.
This is like a big show for us, it seems like.
He mentioned that numbers are so low between the Goliath and the centaur that they try, essentially, as hard as they can not to kill each other. But that if, the centaurs kill a Goliath, then that means in the next battle, the Goliath are going to kill a centaur, and vice versa.
It's like they think of war as like a big game. It's just a joke to them. They don't understand.
Don't forget that the Goliaths also messed up our boys back at Matt Cloud, technically.
True.
So I don't really have too strong of a stake in this.
So you want to kill all of them, Malachi?
No, I didn't say that necessarily.
I'm going to be honest. I think it might be beneficial to train and take under our wing one of these tribes and just eliminate the other one entirely. I could see. I mean, couldn't you see the idea of like just 10-foot tall Goliaths clad in holy armor fighting for Reharak T. Do you not see the benefit of that?
I see that. Yeah, it sounds good, but I mean, I also don't like the idea of like 10
It'll be a lot of
wandering around doing whatever the fuck they want all the time.
it would be a lot of anthropological work and missionary work. It would take a lot. I don't know if
we'd have to send all our grad students over there.
You'd have to circumcise all the Goliaths.
God, can you imagine that?
It would. This sounds like
Just a big pile of
like
foreskin thrown over your shoulder.
This seems like more of like a generational goal. Like maybe these Goliaths we won't turn over, but their children or their children flying our banners in the future. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Never mind. It was stupid.
No.
Octavius is such a fine imperialist.
I
mean, he is. He's taking all of his land back. He's trying to spread his reign.
I see opportunities.
And Octavius, if you read your father's deed, technically you have not been bequeathed this land.
This part of the land I still
north of the mountain you were not designated.
Octavius would be like, nah, it's mine.
I mean it is.
but it is though.
Yeah,
like it is.
But slowing it down. That's the only thing.
That's just me saying that Mr. Creep has no argument or qualms with anything. Whatever Malachi and Octavius want to do, Mr. Creep is like, I'm right there with you, pal.
That's good.
Let's do genocide.
I don't think we said that. No one said genocide, but maybe we just watch this out.
That was me again. Sorry. Mr. Creep does not know what genocide means.
Maybe we just watch this out and see how things play out.
Are you guys watching it? Well, here, I'll let you guys figure out what you want to do, then I'll ask you.
What do you think?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's watch.
Yeah, let's just watch and see how it plays out. So I'd suggest we kind of stay back, like up on the ridge where we're at. They're down like a crevasse.
Yeah.
We'll stay back and just kind of see what happens.
All right, as you guys kind of watch, how are you watching? Are you keeping it low-key, Little Rascal style, peeking over the ledge, or are you guys standing there?
Fingers over, like...
Okay.
We're peeking over each other's heads. Like,
All right, Charles.
All right, so as you guys... as you guys walk, or watch, the centaurs appear to be... circling... and, like, kind of getting into position. I'm going to move you guys over here, even though you're not here yet.
Sure.
And they keep kind of circling in, and they have their longbows out, and they're shooting. And most of them are kind of hiding as they approach and trying to taunt and goad them to come down and fight. And after a minute, you see one takes his pike and simply starts to charge down. And this Goliath here, who's probably a head taller than the rest of them, takes a pike in the thigh. But you see him whip out, and he's dual-wielding katars, bladed fist weapons, and just chops the centaur up and leaves him crumbling at his feet. And he goes, as he's running by, slides in a pile of dust, kind of, and dies. The rest of them kind of take up position.
Is that what Qatar is named after? I'm sorry, I just now realized that.
Oh, I have no idea. Probably not. That'd be a cool name. It'd be a city named Sword would be cool, too.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so...
different, Joel.
It's a slow whittling, almost. These Goliaths don't want to fight them in the open, and the centaurs are kind of playing it smart as much as they can. And it appears that they're kind of waiting something. None of them go in, and they're like... Every once in a while, they'll hit one of the Goliaths with an arrow, but you can tell that, like, it's a stalemate. And eventually, these centaurs kind of form a little line along the outside and are just kind of waiting for the Goliaths to do something. And about 5 minutes passes with them just kind of holding positions and, like, pointing their arrows and keeping the Goliaths hunkered down. And you can see the Goliaths are kind of talking, trying to plan out their next move because they really don't want to go out in the open. But you can see the Centaurs are talking amongst themselves too, and they don't appear super confident.
Hmm.
It really is like they're just playing. Like it's like a game. This is pathetic.
It's
They
pretty
should just
sad,
keep
to
doing
be
it.
honest.
That guy's pretty good at killing. You see him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very
He
good.
smoked that guy.
I see potential in these Goliaths, honestly. These Centaurs, they're diluted, I think.
Do you think it'd be a wise idea to go ahead and make our stake right now with the Goliaths and fight the Centaur? It seems like we're going to be crossing through their territory quite a bit.
What it sounds like is if this is ritual combat, like the Centaur is telling, I think they would be more upset with us if we were to get involved, like outside
Agreed.
involved. I think, I don't know, maybe we should just keep moving. I don't think this really involves us too much. Unless we want to... Yeah.
None of our business.
As you guys are discussing this, you see the larger Goliath is standing behind the kind of captured Centaur, and he is approaching the remaining Centaurs, almost in like a negotiating fashion. And you can't really make out what they're saying as they kind of... But it appears they're negotiating.
Yeah.
Yep, let's go.
Fuck this.
But
Well,
I do agree. I mean, we should probably talk to the
I wish
Goliaths
we had some peepers so you could read his lips.
we need to make contact with the Goliaths at some point. Put that on the to-do list.
Mm-hmm. To-do list.
Mr. Peepers looking around for like patting himself like a pen and paper, like yes, to do.
I was yelling at my Fabricio, put it on the to-do list, but then I turn around and realize
I think you're taking down notes, and Malachi is tattooing it on his elbow, like with the second book. To-do list.
we should be returning to MacCloud as soon as possible.
Definitely.
All right. As you guys are kind of discussing this, you notice that they have kind of approached, and you see this Centaur essentially gets released, and they grab the dead body as well, and they head off to the west. And you notice now that as the Goliaths kind of stand still, watching them head off, you notice now that they are walking north. They started walking north and brandishing their weapons towards the fort.
Oh, towards the fort yet to be determined?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh.
Are there any Centaurs around?
The Centaurs are about a half mile away, running back east.
Well, Octavius, maybe now's our chance to just go ahead and commune with them.
Let's do that. Well, so what I'm thinking is happening, and I'm just guessing right now. I think they're going to be strong-arming the settlers in Fort to be determined. I don't think we should get involved. I think I don't know.
We could still make ourselves known and talk to them, maybe strike a little bit of a deal, find out these people's names, talk to them. We're
Figure out, who their leaders are.
Threaten them a little bit, intimidate them a little bit.
You can try to intimidate the 10-foot tall Goliath.
That's fine. It's easy.
Yeah,
you think they've ever seen fire before?
We don't know. I mean, maybe. This place has been burned down like 3 or 4 times in just recent history. Let's,
We'll approach them.
Cool. All right. You guys approach them just all together, marching kind of towards them.
Yep. Side by side, shoulder to shoulder.
Cool.
I don't have weapons drawn. I do not specifically have weapons drawn. I'm just kind of approaching with open arms, basically.
Man, I wish I made Malachi a smoker. We'll get him into cigarettes when we get back to Matt Cloud.
Yeah, you can always pick that up.
All right.
Yeah, that's from the get-go. It's like you wanted him smoking all the time.
Yeah, can I light up a cigarette, Branson?
Yeah, I don't care.
But I do it with my finger.
Please tell me Malachi tears out the filter.
Yeah, he has Lucky Strikes, baby.
Oh, okay. No, he rolls his own.
Yeah, he rolls his own. You're right, but no
Pretty much
filter.
tobacco here.
All right, you guys approach,
Oh, this guy looks cool.
and the obvious leader you can tell just from decked in ornamental armor. It doesn't really seem to have that much purpose because most of his bare chest and bare arms are out, but he appears to be painted and dressed up and looks incredibly, like, way more elaborately dressed than the rest of the Goliaths, who are pretty humble in a
Is
way.
he Steven Adams, except shaved?
He is looking at you as you guys approach, and he is not saying anything. He just has stopped walking, doesn't have any weapons drawn, and is trying to understand what the point of this is. This is a general idea.
That was excellent work there. Made quick mincemeat of that centaur. We saw it from the ridge.
And he turns to one of the other Goliaths and says something in a language you're not too familiar with.
Shit.
You are human man?
In a sense, yes. My name is Octavius Storm. We're leading out of the Mac Cloud. That's where we come from.
Mac Cloud, south, by water.
South.
He does
Indeed.
hand motions for almost every word he's saying just to make sure he doesn't mess it up.
You know of the Water King, right?
He kind of looks around. Nah, don't know common too well.
I'm gonna pull out the Water King bottle, and I'm going to just point it at the ridge and just send off like a gallon of water, like in that direction. Just like a short glass of water.
Good bottle. Can
Me,
I have?
Water King?
Can I have bottle?
No, you have to talk through us. Get through us.
Are you bandit?
No. Leader of men.
Mr. Creep's hood is up, but he raises his hand.
He's a bandit?
Sort of.
Oh, no. Don't.
Mr. Creep puts his hand down. Mr. Creep puts his hand down again.
Good
Sorry.
idea.
Sorry, one moment. I'm just going to whisper. Does anyone know any other language? I feel like we should just try it. Surely they know more than just Goliath and Common. Like, I don't know.
Dwarvish.
Do you speak Dwarvish?
Speak Dwarvish and Orcish.
You want to try Dwarvish or Orcish?
I speak in tongues, but I've been able to do that since I've been a child.
I don't think that's the same thing.
I don't think so either.
That's also just made up stuff. You just sit there and say syllables and words that you think sound like
language.
Arabic.
I know what I'm saying when I'm making the words and the sounds.
Right.
Mr. Creep is gonna say, "What's your name in Dwarvish?" See if he responds.
Oh, you speak Dwarvish. Pretty good. I don't know why. Okay.
He was
Little
doing his
better on
best
that.
he was doing his best with the common. I like that, but
Yeah.
He's trying.
Yeah. He wasn't an idiot. He actually was doing really well for himself, I feel like.
I am
Good
Chief Khan Double Strong Yer. I am the leader of the Goliath people in Southern Shire. Who you guys, I got a little bit of it. He's the leader of Mac Cloud.
yes. This is Octavius Storm. He is the leader of Matt Cloud, and he has claim to a lot of land because his dad said so. And this is his father Malachi, who is our Inquisitor and our wonderful priest. My name is Mr. Creep, the King of Rogues, and their son.
Do you speak Dwarvish?
You're their son?
Yes.
You are dwarf. You appear to be older than human, but not, well, I don't know what his deal is, he says, pointing at Octavius. If you say you are from Matt Cloud, then it is bit of an awkward predicament, you understand. I just killed like 40 of those guys. But you are not bandits. Are you new owners?
Kind of, yeah.
They were attacking the mouse folk. Very small. Very nice, though.
Yes.
Don't attack the mouse folk. Are we clear?
Octavius
Yes,
keeps wanting
sir.
to chime in, but he can't follow, obviously, or
I'm
understand.
just gonna
He's
keep
very-
shaking my head at Octavius because, yeah, he's got it.
Every so often I hear my name in the other language and I get unconsciously uncomfortable.
Nope.
Well, what is
Branson, what was his name again?
Chief Can Double Strong Yer?
Chief I have to tell you, we don't want to get involved with anything with fighting centaurs or anything like that. At least I think my friends here, they don't want to make enemies with them, if that makes sense. We want to be kind of neutral. Well, we have no problems with you either. So we want to come over here and say hi and introduce ourselves. We are adventurers, and we got a lot of stuff to do. We could use all the help we can get. And then he puts out his hand to shake his hand.
Ah, okay. And he just grabs your hand, and it is 4 times your hand size. And he just surprisingly doesn't crush it. But it's like a human shaking a baby's hand.
But do you know the amount of delight Mr. Creep is experiencing from that? That giant hand shaking his hand. He's like,
Why?
my goodness, you're a big one.
He
We
just likes big guys.
do not...
And then Mr. Creep looks over at Malachi and Octavius with a big smile, he's cool.
That's good.
And-
That's good. He's doing a good job.
In common, he
He's-
kind of
well,
turns... In common, he kind of... In common, he kind of
Alright.
turns to you guys, Malachi and Octavius. Do not harm mouse, man, or woman. Understood.
We like mouse folk. Not like that, but like this. Like, it's good.
I don't
On my honor.
no
I would never
understand.
attack us.
No understand.
Hey,
We like mouse folk. He's not saying that they are our lovers. We just like them. They are our friends.
I never brought that up. It's... Listen,
I didn't either. That was Father Malachi.
I am getting frustrated, and I gain nothing from this conversation. Do not
tell-
be bandits. Do not harm the mouse folk. I am
Mr. Creep.
sorry I killed your friends,
Mr.
but they
Creep.
were bad.
Mr. Creep, tell him we're cool with them killing our quote-unquote friends, and we want to be allies with him.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I already told him that we're cool with him. And I would like
Don't
tell him what
tell him we want to be allies with him. We want to help him maybe wipe out the
We
centaur.
want to help him. We want to, wipe out the centaurs. We wish to aid them in whatever way we can.
Well, Mr. Chief Strongman, well, as the King of Rogues, I have decided that we will become your ally, and we are fine with you killing our friends.
Oh. Okay. If you want to help, come to Summerhome. It is our camp that we have on the plains near the base of the mountain in our territory. I cannot permit you to interfere in our warfare against the centaurs, as that is without honor. But perhaps we can come to some sort of agreement where we embolden and empower each other, as I do have an issue currently.
What is that?
It is complicated in ways little humans don't understand.
Well, I'm not a little human, I'm a dwarf.
I am... Well, understood. I am of giant blood. I am from giants, and I have another creature of giant blood bothered. There is a cyclops that I cannot kill. It's dishonorable. But if you guys come and take care of Cyclops' problem, I will be more willing to bend ear to listen to your potential grievances. You just have to understand the rules I set forth. Don't harm the mouse folk. Understood? That's the main thing.
We do not harm mouse folk. We protect them. We have friends that are mouse folk.
It take 3 days to get to mouse folk camp. Their food is so tiny to defend, and after enormous hassle, enormous pain, always real easy to kill their enemies. But the walk, it is problematic resource-wise.
I see. Well, let me just tell my friends here. So Chief Strongman wants us to live with him and kill a Cyclops.
Double strong.
Double strong.
I mean, that's fine. Do we know what Cyclops are?
Give me a history check.
Because I'm pretty sure Malachi would fucking hate Cyclops if he knew that they existed.
This script's just repeating what he said. I'm not sure. If
Yeah, you know what a Cyclops is. You know fucking everything about Cyclops.
Tell him
Oh,
we'd be
good.
delighted to do so.
I can delight. Yeah. Okay. He gives the thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
He says okay. My father here says okay, Chief.
He is not your father. I can tell that
Father
immediately.
Malachi.
What?
I had to leave my whole family behind, so these two became my dads.
I must be going now, if you understand. Come seek out summer home. You will see it. There is smoke, big men, camps. Very easy for you kind. Closer to mountains on prairie. And
All right.
he
He's
starts
going to relay as much as he can.
he starts walking, and he beckons his 3 Goliaths with him, and they start marching towards Fort to be determined.
Cool.
Well, that's good. Do we want to stop by Fort to be determined? Those guys are kind of losers.
Not really, to be honest. I mean, unless you want to talk to, what's his name? Gumby?
They're just gonna whine at us and say. So yeah, let's. What do we have to do at MacLeod?
Well, I think we should just head back.
Yeah,
Just
check in on things. See how things are going.
Enough days have passed. It's probably been 7 days since you guys left MacLeod,
Yeah.
and you were
wow.
told the construction would be done within 5 days by Torino.
Let's go. Let's check out construction. We'll
So checking the meter like Age of Empires.
Yeah, exactly. Why are we taking, or how are we transporting the Dark Elf? Like, how do we have?
I just
How do we have
assumed
them?
you had him on your back, Octavius.
Oh, I pictured us having him like with a hood, like a black hood over his face, and just tied up and pulling him
Yeah,
along.
yeah.
He
one
had
of
a
those-
really thin string,
I
a really thin piece of string.
There's a darkness in Malachi, man.
And as you guys are discussing this, the Goliaths have kind of reached the fort, and you notice that they have all drawn their weapons, and they have just entered past the walls.
Fuck.
Hey,
Let me-
now
let me just-
Octavius, can
let
I
me-
just pose my
let me-
point before you say anything?
I just want to check my oaths real quick to see if something compels me to action. Nope. Strength above all. Strength wins.
Right now,
Strength above all.
Power.
I don't really see any reason that we need to defend them if your goal is to become the lord of this realm.
I
Those
agree.
guys
Actually-
leave this
This
place.
is actually
And
good.
you guys just hear piercing screams about a
If
quarter mile
there-
away.
they're not strong enough to defend what they have. They didn't deserve it in the first place.
Mr.
That
Creeper,
can be argued against, but let's head on.
Not my arm!
wanna
Not my arm! Not my arm! Oh, that doesn't mean you go for my head!
Let's hit the old dusty trail again and get back on the
watermelon
map.
noise being smashed.
Just, yeah. And as you guys
Those
start...
guys want to be around anyway. Like, wouldn't it be best for them to just die?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Listen, I see a noble heart in people of the Goliaths. I think they could be forged into something more noble and just. It just takes time, and they're gonna have to get this stuff out of their system.
That's one way to look at it. Whatever helps you sleep at night. I know I'm gonna have to say a
You're
few
part of
extra
the
prayers
council,
for all of us.
The screams have completely stopped.
So yeah, it didn't even take that long. Let's get going.
Let's get going.
And as you guys start walking south, are you heading along the main path that leads down, or?
Sorry. Yeah, that'd be the safest bet. I don't want to go into Centaur territory anymore.
Why not?
It's not because I hate them. Now I feel like it's like legit, like probably. Oh, I didn't even know I got crit 20 on that. Badass.
Yeah.
That
You're
it's
a
like
Cyclops expert.
Okay, I might look them up if you don't mind.
I don't care.
Okay. Should we stop in Full Barrel though? I don't know. It might be nice to see Kirby. See if that weirdo priest has come back. Check up on things.
Maybe they know some info about Eidmont Clackshot too. I mean, they were dealing with the cultists before. Maybe there's
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna take off the Drow's shoes and just put them in my backpack. All right, continue on.
Real quick, let me. Okay.
Maybe like
he is still not moving at all.
Oh, is he dead?
No, he appears to be just knocked unconscious.
Oh, okay. Well, he just doesn't have shoes now.
He's been knocked unconscious for about 10 hours.
Really funny.
I was hoping that he just.
Is
hey,
he gonna
Andrew,
go?
Yeah, Andrew, is it bad to be unconscious for 10 hours?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That is a coma. Like said.
Well,
He might not come out of
this.
All right, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Just spray some water on his face.
I'll cast Healing Word on him just to give him
Cool.
enough help, HP to like not die on us.
Yeah. And the second you do that...
Ooh, I rolled a crit miss on that, badass.
And he starts speaking a language you're not familiar with. Does anybody speak
Turn
Undercommon?
that off.
No one speaks Undercommon.
Fuck, I should have
Malachi,
taken
make him stop.
I'll speak Elvish to him. Hey, you can speak something that we understand.
Are you... Where am I?
You're outside. You're in the sun. Can't you feel it on your feet?
Oh, fuck. Never seen the sun. Leave the hood on, please.
No problem. You poisoned us and you attacked us. We beat you, and now we're taking you back to our camp. It's gonna be a long haul, so
We killed his friends.
For what reason? Why?
just to find out what's going on.
What's he saying, Father?
What do you...
He's just asking why a whole bunch. He's just whining.
What do you want?
Tell him that you guys are his dads now.
So this man now rules over this whole area. And he is basically going to be the Lord Master of this realm. And I'm going to help him do that because I believe that is the will of Rei Harakti. Right, now we're bringing you back to figure out what the hell is going on in that little abode of yours, all right? We're going to take you back to Matt Cloud, our place. We're going to talk it over. It's not a big deal. But first, we're going to make a pit stop, and you're not going to have a big show here, all right?
What does that mean, a big show?
Just don't do anything stupid.
Or what, you're going to kill me?
I'm going to tell Mr. Creep that, see, I told him he's our dad, or we're his dad, now he's fine with it.
Right. Forget it.
Or else I'll kill you, is that what you said?
What's the implied threat here?
I gotta kill him?
Wait, you think I would just kill you?
Right, so you're going to torture me?
Oh, that's rich. We'll see. How about you just don't make a big threat or a big show? Or don't do anything stupid.
Well,
Maybe we should gag him.
I don't have much negotiating room, do I?
Nope.
Do whatever you want. We'll figure it out.
What clothing is he wearing?
He is wearing
Is he
black,
like rags or
black
his
leather armor and like a dark, musty brown cloak.
Before we
And
start
no
heading out,
shoes.
Mr. Creep slips a gold coin in his pocket.
What was that?
And I'm not saying anything.
Actually, might help out a lot.
Yeah, let's stop by Full Barrel on the way to MacLeod.
Cool.
Just
Anyone needs snacks? Last time we were here, y'all needed snacks.
I'm kind of parched and could use a snack or two.
You have a water bottle. You're the water king. Oh, I mean parched. I get it. It's a drink. Does Octavius drink before?
Gotta be
No,
careful when you.
Octavius is a teetotaler.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say he's like Trump.
That's right.
We're gonna give him a drink.
He's exactly like Trump.
Yeah, we'll go in Full Barrel.
Cool. All right. It's about 10 a.m. So you guys travel about now, something like that, and you're traveling on foot, so it's a little rougher. But nothing.
Especially with his shoes.
Yeah. Well, is he walking? Or are you letting him walk, or is he being carried, or what?
Oh, he's walking.
My thing was like maybe we tied him with rope and then we're holding on the other end of rope and like dragging him along.
This poor bastard. He's like this drow that like has never seen the sun. He's always been like the cool underground in that like hot leather armor, and now he's out in this fucking sun marching in all that.
Yeah, he's fucking dying.
How are his feet looking?
Rough.
I joked earlier about Joel torturing him and like waterboarding him, but Joel we might have to take that water bottle and like pour it over his hood so he can like get a drink.
Yeah.
Waterboard him to save his
Yeah,
life?
he doesn't want the hood off, but like we're gonna have to give him something before he dies.
We're almost there. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
I think we could turn this guy. He could become part of our squad.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If we torture him enough, we can break his brain.
We'll break him.
We'll break him.
You're gonna do the like the Stockholm syndrome.
What?
You said you're a great imperialist, Octavius.
Are you guys going at a normal pace? Or are you trying to hurry, or what?
A normal pace.
All right,
Yeah,
on foot.
Every once in a while, we tug on that rope to make him fall down.
Oh yeah.
All right, you do.
Yeah. Malachi's got rope control.
Mr. Creep's not that sadistic. He pretends to be if like he needs to intimidate someone or think he is, but
It's around 5 o'clock when the party rolls into Full Barrel. And you guys kind of cut off the path here and are able to head into town. You don't have a cart or anything this time. That's why it kind of took longer, because you guys were just traveling by walking.
Makes sense.
So you guys are pretty fucking tired by the time you get here at around 5. And the sun's still up. It's still a good warm day. It hasn't cooled at all. And you are carrying a man with purple feet by rope with a hood over him as you guys approach town. What's your game plan with that?
Not the best look, is it?
We should find the guy that's our... Yeah, Kirby. Just so we can check in with him and make sure everything's cool. That they're not going to...
Yeah. Tell you what.
I don't want to create too much of a scene.
Y'all go find food and drink. I'll go to Kirby's. And doesn't he have like a farm or some shit?
Yeah, he's got, on the map, he's got the mill there at number 4.
Oh, well then I'll just go in there. We'll park.
You guys...
I'll have a little chat with our friend. And, yeah, you meet me back at Kirby's.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so what are you guys doing with the elf?
He's coming with me.
Okay. So, are you taking the long way, or are you walking through town?
Oh, we're not going through town. No.
Okay. All right, so you guys are kind of right here, and you guys will split up. I assume that Joel will probably go the long way around the farmlands. And who wants to go first? Should I do you two or Joel first?
I think Joel first.
Cool.
I'm not sure exactly what I want to do here.
All right, you're leading this dark elf along the way. And I just want to roll a real quick thing. Okay. So, you're heading along this. Give me an insight check real quick. Joel. Yeah.
God damn, I have a plus 12, plus 7, and I still got a fucking 12. Oof.
You feel kind of a chill going down your spine just from these fields. Combined with the dro, you're not sure what's going on, but you just get a bad feeling for a second. And you're able to notice a little bit that way in the distance, or actually, you know what? Give me a perception check with that.
$22.
As you're trying to go around the long way, there are still people working the fields, but it's pretty empty here. But there's about a 7-foot tall human man in the fields who has kind of stopped what he's doing to watch you as you lead this guy along.
Okay, is he like within like distance of me talking to him?
Yeah, you could probably like it'd be a holler to kind of talk to him, but he just seems like to just be staring at you almost blankly.
Yep. Hello, good sir. Just leading this prisoner back to the person he's wronged, or this criminal, I should say.
And this is what the man looks like. He is the tallest human you've ever seen in your life. And
Besides, I mean, like outside the Goliaths, who aren't humans.
yeah, they aren't humans. You can tell this guy's a human, but he's just an enormous person. And he kind of looks you up and down. And when you say that, he's like, well, all right, I guess you should get on with it then.
That's what I'm doing. Blessings of Ray Hurok to you be upon you.
Good luck. And he goes back to working again, but you can tell he's still kind of watching you over his shoulder.
I'm a man in the cloth. You gotta trust me. You gotta believe me.
Are you saying that to him or in general?
Just in general.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
That'll be fine.
All right, you head
Hello,
down.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You head down to the mill, and you see sitting on the front porch is your old buddy Kirby.
Hey, Kirby.
Yeah.
Blessings of Ray Hurok to you be upon you. How you been?
Blessings upon you. You got something crazy there. What's all that with his purple feet and something?
This is a prisoner.
You ain't gonna get me into any trouble, are you? Having something like that here?
No. In fact, we're gonna keep you out of it.
Oh, that's what I like to hear, Malachi. You're a good guy. Tell me, what can
Right.
I do for you?
We're gonna stay here for tonight, if that's all right. We
Well-
found your son. I'm sure you heard news about that.
Yeah, well,
He's fine.
pardon me. I didn't extend the invitation quick enough, but yeah, you can stay.
Right.
You can
I
stay in the
assume
mill
so.
here, or got a
That'll
little
be just fine.
got a little bit of nicer rooms in the house. It might be cramped there though. It's up to y'all, fellas.
What would you prefer? What's okay with you?
Anything. I'm a pretty easygoing guy, if you ain't noticed.
We'll take a room so me and my friend can have a talk.
All right, like right now.
Oh yeah, if you don't mind.
Where's,
Other guys will be by here later. They'll
Oh,
be by
okay.
here soon. They're getting some food and drink. I'm sure they'll bring you something.
Well, I was gonna head down there in a couple hours to go play, so I hope you won't
All
need
right.
me here. You guys gonna be good here by yourselves?
Can you do me a favor and not tell anyone about this?
All right, I guess. Tell me, y'all met my son, right? I still ain't heard from him.
Yeah, he's working for us now.
He's working for you guys now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel sorry for you then.
Yeah, I mean he's not doing a great job.
Oh,
but,
I
you
know. He's my son. It's he likes his stuff though. He's a good guy.
Tell you what, I'm sure he doesn't want you to know this, but I'm gonna tell you anyways because you're his dad. He was in a bit of a debt, and we got him out of that debt.
Let me guess, with the down and hush.
Yep.
Well,
the tabaxi guy.
I don't know much about that feller, but I know to stay away from him. So,
Right.
whatever. I'm glad you could get him out of trouble.
Right. Thanks so much for the room, and if you see the fellas down there, tell them I'm here.
All right. Let me
Thank
show
you,
you.
sir.
And he kind of shows you, and he brings you into like almost like an annex outside of the mill and stuff, where it appears to be like, it's a single room, and there's like 3 cots set up. This is usually quarters for workers, it appears.
Cool. I'll get set up there.
All right, yeah. Anything you want to do in there, or should we jump to the other guys?
I'm going to keep him tied up, but I'm going to let him sit down, and I'm going to offer him a cigarette. I'll be like, you smoke?
What's smoking?
Here, you'll like it. I'll roll him a cigarette, and I'll light him up for him.
Yes, sir.
I'll teach him how to smoke.
See how he takes it. Got a +2 on Constitution. Oh, this ain't bad. Never seen anything like this before. The smoke is not a big thing that people like underground.
Well, I can imagine why. Now listen, we're going to sit here and talk for a while, and I'll be cordial, but I don't have to be cordial if you catch my drift.
Right, you could kill me or, torture me or... I hate to break it to you. I don't know if you get off on this kind of thing, but I've been tortured a good amount of times before, so...
I didn't assume that, but I could.
Well, it'd be
probably...
crazy to assume, but I don't think.
Did I notice that he has like scars all over his body or anything?
Yeah, he's pretty roughed up. He's got a lot of like patchier type skin, and
maybe we can offer you something better.
And what would that be?
We could always use more numbers, and you seem like somebody who's good at poisoning people with arrows. That seems like something that could be useful to us.
Well, I know the basics of poisoning a lot of stuff. I'm not too complicated with it, just enough for typically killing things, but...
Tell you what, why don't you sit here and you tell me all about that little underground dwelling that you all have down there, and I'll keep rolling these cigarettes for you.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a certain baseline that I won't be able to cross through to... Yeah? Oh, thank you. Simply because of the nature of our commitment to our deity, our being, our guidance,
Can I guess?
that we have found down there in the depths. That,
And what might this god be?
Well, part of it involves that I cannot invoke his name, or else, in the afterlife that I'm already pledged to go to his realm, my tongue will be removed from my body repeatedly, over and over every day for
So you
infinity.
don't want to lose your tongue.
Right. I understand that you want information, but I'm telling you that I'd probably rather to get tortured to death in the mortal plane and die once than have it happen infinity times. It's kind of a big deal in our culture to not do that.
I'm going to show him all the things, like the symbols that I found, like the 4 markings, that you showed me earlier.
Right.
And I'm going to just ask, do these mean anything to you?
Yeah. Yes. The cup filled with stars. That's the guy.
Okay. And the other one?
The other one I am not familiar with.
All right. If I were to find more information about this cup full of stars, would it be in any library, or is it kind of your all's thing?
I can tell you this. The answer to that question will be inside of the mountain.
Fair enough.
You brought me pretty close to it already. Can you feel it?
You're talking about over by the sorry, I'm blanking right now.
You can
By the
see
fort?
it. I'll move it real quick over, but you can see it on the world map. Essentially, the mountain
The mountain. Gotcha.
is enormous. It is not made like how normal mountain ranges are. It seems to be a single sloping peak thrust
Gotcha.
out of the earth. And from full barrel, definitely, you can just constantly see it. I would say anywhere in the map that isn't the forest, you have constant vision of the mountain.
Okay. Cool. So I would know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Cool.
And,
All right.
Back to full barrel.
Now, if we were to take you back to our place and, maybe find you some work there, would that be against anything that you're doing for your religion or your practice?
Well, that would in truth be me essentially abandoning the oaths I have already prescribed to. If I am held hostage, I am not abandoning that. But if I willingly work, well then I'll for somebody other than the deity I will not name. Then infinite torture every day.
Right.
In
We
a
got
divine realm that I am not in control of. If you understand.
Yeah, I got you. Now, you've said enough. Why don't you tell me about what you like to do? And we'll just sit there and smoke and do small chat. Well, no, I was going to say you can cut back to them.
Oh, okay.
We'll just do,
yeah.
We'll just talk about girls and stuff. I don't know. What do people talk about?
Girls.
Hey, man, talk about pussy.
Oh, come on.
All right. Enough of that. Come on, guys. We're trying to play D&D here. Don't talk about girls. All right. So, as we do a cut to Mr. Creep and Oki, Octavia Storm, that are kind of walking through the town. What's your guys' general approach? You can see that you're kind of in the distance a little bit. Malachi has just head off south. You kind of see him. You see the market. You see the town square. You see the tavern. There's a large house that's kind of on a hill above the town. And what's your move? What are you thinking?
I mean, we begin sauntering in, and I'm looking at Mr. Creep, and I'm like, "What do you want to do, Mr. Creep? Like, what is?"
So
We always do
follow
what
your lead. It's because
Is
you're
that
my
it?
father.
All you want to do is follow my lead.
You're my lord.
Let's
I'm
I know
your
we're-
spy master.
I know. How about this? I want to get some information. Let's check out the town hall. I'll try to talk to whoever the local leader is, and you try to get in back and see like if you can figure anything out. Any like little dirty secrets that they don't want us to know about this town.
Sure, I can do that.
All right. So as you guys
Just get my way to the town hall.
as you guys approach the town, especially in the town hall in the center area, you notice that people are putting up streamers and decorations and all types of things that weren't here, the 9 days ago you guys first showed up in Full Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a minute since you guys been here, and it appears they are preparing for some sort of celebration. The town colors of purple and green are strewn up everywhere. It's just purple and green streamers, all this stuff, little flags waving. It's definitely a little bit more festive. And you can even tell as you walk down the street, people are looking at you a little bit just because you're outsiders. But people seem to be in good spirits and people seem to be excited. It's a warm day. It's a nice breeze coming down off the mountain. And you see kind of the town hall is the center of these preparations, so to speak.
I'm gonna stop just one random yokel that's like putting stuff up, and I'm just asking him, what is all this for? What do you think you're doing?
And a man with very rough hands, seems salt of the earth. It's the 50th anniversary of the town's founding. It's 50 years of Full Barrel. It's a big deal. They do this every 10 years, and 50 is pretty big. And,
Number.
All the leaders, the Otegs, the Sprites, the Merricks, the Cedars, they all agreed they want to go big this year. So they're doing it pretty large.
These leaders you're talking about, would I happen to find anybody in the town hall?
Oh, that's where Owen is. Owen Merrick. He's kind of the, he does the day-to-day leading, I guess. Most people think Sigma Sprite down at the farm. He's like the, whatever he says goes. But the day-to-day affairs, the merchant stuff, the trade, Owen handles that from the town hall.
Owen. Thank you.
He's the
Thank
guy
you
that
very
he
much.
runs the cannery. His daughter's the caravan runner. Important family around here. You should know about them if you're gonna stay.
I turn, thinking my major domo is there to hand me a tip for this guy, but he's not there, and I don't have my cone purse to like give him a tip, so I just kind of awkwardly walk away from him.
Nice to meet you. Good luck.
Indeed, and I'm just striding straight into the town hall, just swinging the doors open like a saloon.
Cool. And Mr. Creep, what are you doing?
We're not headed. We haven't headed into the place yet, right?
We're in
Town
Full
hall.
Barrel right now. Okie just entered.
No, I mean the town hall.
Okie,
okay,
Okie
yeah,
just
I'm
went
gonna-
in the front door of it.
I'm gonna try to go around the back to see if I can find like a back entrance or a window or something.
Yeah, you can see as you kind of scope the place out a little bit, because you're good at this, you know what to look for. You can tell that all the windows look pretty easy to get into, but the problem is that there's a lot of people walking around, especially with like a celebration coming. People are decorating, and even just being on these like, you know, gravel streets that they kind of have set up here. It's hard to find a moment where you'd be able to duck in a window, but you do notice a back door that appears to be open. That's kind of almost right square in the center of the both ends of the
Okay,
town.
I'll head into the back door.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna, just for how we want to play this out, I'm gonna deal with Oki first, and then I'll cut back to Mr. Creep. Oki, as you enter, you see this man.
I'm posturing a lot as I enter, trying to like get the best like leader posture and face that I can.
You see this man who appears to be calling all the shots, pointing out where to put everything. Very much like a pompous vibe. Not necessarily as foppish as the Delegator Crims in Hush, but pretty ornate compared to the peasantry that exists around here. And he's kind of pointing people out to do this, and then somebody will come up to him and he's like, well, we have to have an order of this ready, and we're doing this, and just kind of doing like generic busy work, you know, that you see in a movie.
He's very busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, despite how busy he looks, I'm just walking straight up to him and just saying, Owen, I presume. And I'm trying to like out pompous him. I'm trying to like one up his pompousness.
Yes, you would presume correct. What can I do for you? Who might you be?
My name is Octavius Storm, Lord Protector of the Tinder Coast. I've spoken with Kirby before, and I was told I should get acquainted with the other leaders of this Full Barrel, since we're so close. We're basically neighbors.
Wait, Kirby told you. Wait, did you Lord?
I am the Lord Protector of the Tinder Coast.
Such a boisterous claim. You can tell he's a little bit rattled. Perhaps
yeah.
you would like to provide me with some proof, just so I
have
imagine any Tom, Dick, or Harry can come in and make this claim, and
I
it's,
display my Storm signet ring to him.
if you wouldn't be offended. And he looks at it, and he kind of looks at it 10, 15 seconds, long enough that you notice how long this is taking. And he keeps
as
looking
he's
at
looking
it.
at it, my fingers are just kind of clenching. Like I really don't like that he's double guessing me.
Well, I don't. Apologies for my thorough inspection.
Of course, I understand completely.
You understand it's quite a bold claim. They haven't sent anyone here from Benediction in 50 years. What is
Absolutely, yeah.
your
Things are about to change around here.
purpose?
I wish to get acquainted with the town. I was hoping a tour of some sort from like a leader. Would that be possible, or are you you too busy for the Lord Protector?
I can.
Trying to
I will not lie, and
intimidate him.
I cannot lie. I am quite busy. However, I believe. Well, why don't we do this? I will show you around some of the town, and then I will give you to my daughter, and perhaps she can finish the rest of it. She's more accustomed to the tavern and places like that, and I'll deal with the more prestigious parts, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
What are you interested in knowing? We operate our government on a houses basis. There are 4 houses.
Perfect. I wish to know more about these houses and kind of who are the power players here, as it were.
Well, we have settled originally Full Barrel as 4 families. The 4 families that originally came have established the 4 houses. Anyone that lives within Full Barrel as a permanent citizen is a member of one of 4 houses, even if they aren't directly part of the family. I am the leader of House Merrick. I own the cannery. We are principally merchants, shop owners, craftsmen. Then you've already met Kirby Cedar. His job in the village is almost unofficial. He's an old man, nearly retired, still goes around the tavern, owns
He's
the mill.
provided more aid to me than anyone else here.
Well, perhaps that's just because a lord of your stature hasn't simply met me yet. I will see if we can change that. The Cedars run the laborers, a lot of the craftsmen, a lot of the woodsmen are involved with that. And then there are the Otegs. Sarah, she oversees the tavern. Typically doesn't work there that often, but she's a big religious person, if you understood. Her family came down after being persecuted in benediction for still following Rey Harakti, which we are all more or less some bit fond of. And then it's a little bit of a dark secret in the family, but her brother also runs the still near the base of the mountain that provides all the alcohol for the town. And then last and not least is our de facto leader, the Sprite. House Sprite run the farm, and they have a lot of business of orchestrating the larger role of the town amongst, the natives around here.
Indeed. It's been very helpful. I appreciate that. I'll let you get back to your festivities, as it were.
Well, if you
kind of condescending almost tone.
If you would like a tour, simply come ask and I'll show you around.
Indeed. Thank you. And I'm just gonna kind of be milling around kind of the center town hall area.
Oh,
as I'm assuming Mr. Creep is kind of getting up to something.
As you leave, Lord Storm. Wait, hold on one second. Lord Storm, make sure you return in 3 days' time. We'll be having quite a celebration, and it would be my honor if you attended.
I wouldn't miss it. It's the life of me.
If you find yourself staying in town, come to my home for dinner. I'd be happy to have you and discuss some other going-ons.
It's very gracious of you. Thank you very much.
My house is the one on the hill if you're interested.
Indeed. Thank you.
And he gets back to work as you leave, but he definitely is a little bit rattled by your presence. And Mr. Creep,
Shit.
You walk in this kind of backdoor area. It is completely empty. You can tell that there are desks and things set up. It looks like typically there would be people here doing like clerk work almost. You can't really tell what it's for, but it definitely looks like official kind of government stuff. In the room, you can see 2 hallways extending to the left and the right, and there's just a mess of documents that are kind of sitting here. The door's open because it's so hot, and it's really stagnantly hot in this room.
Oof. All right. I'll start looking through the papers, see if I can tell what any of it means.
Yeah, it's a lot of shipping records between here and Benediction mainly. But you can notice that recently they haven't been able to ship anything to Benediction. So a lot of their stuff has been sold way cheaper heading to Hush or heading primarily to Hush. You can see that the primary industry of this entire town appears to be the farm. And the big cash crop they appear to have is turnips.
Okay, so I'm reading all these like ledgers and shit, shipping reports.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot
Mr.
of
Peep is
lot of stuff about
lot of
like
what?
glass blowing, a lot of stuff for jars, a lot of stuff that it appears that their main industry is like pickling a lot of the turnips and selling them overseas as they are considered a rarity.
So these giant logs that I'm reading, going through them, page after page after page, two stacks. Mr. Peep is instantly becoming insanely tired just by how bored by all of it he is, and he starts looking around like for like cabinets and drawers and stuff.
Yeah,
They're like desk drawers and everything.
yeah. You start going through the drawers and you notice that there's a lot of little snacks. There's a lot of little kind of personal items of people. You can see like there's a few like you see in one that you open. There is a religious like kind of necklace that has the sign of Ray Harakti on there. But nothing. There's no like treasure. There's no gold. It's a lot of just like personal items that people might have at work in their desk.
I'm gonna take the necklace.
Cool.
Um,
And you can see there's a hallway to the left and a hallway to the right. But you've
Okay.
pretty much cleared out this room from what you've seen.
I'll go down the hallway to the left. I'll try to be as quiet as possible.
Cool. Roll me a stealth check. Cool. Yeah, you're moving completely silently as you slide along, and you can hear there's a door to your side where you can hear a man kind of yelling. And it starts with him going, "You got to do this, this, this," but you're able to hear as you kind of are you listening to him as he kind of talks? I'm sorry, forgot to ask that.
Yeah, I can pause and listen to. I can make out.
Yeah, you hear the man saying, "He said his name was Lord Storm. Can we fact check that? I don't know anything about it. Figure this out, because I'm not going to be scammed in my own city. And I'm not going to give up control of my city just because Benediction wants to show up now." And you can hear him slam a desk drawer. And then you can hear him sit down, but he's not saying anything anymore. You can't tell if there's anyone else in the room or not.
Are there any other doors in this hallway? Okay.
There you can see that the hallway kind of turns right at the end of it, but this man appears to have a large office, so the hallway turns down to the right. You can't see any doors.
I'll go down the hallway to the right.
Cool. Roll me another stealth check to slip past the door. That's going to be a competing one. The +2. All right,
You gotta get a crit fail on one of these.
you gotta do a 17. You gotta beat a 17 on your stealth check. Oh, you rolled another 24. Okay. Cool. And he dips his heads down. You slip on by silently, and he doesn't suspect any the wiser. As you go to the right, and you see that it's a stairwell going up.
I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Cool. And you're able to go up these stairs, which are kind of winding in a spiral. And you actually find yourself, just at the top of a bell tower within the town hall.
Ring the bell.
Thought about it. Mr. Tape is really tempted, but he won't.
It's smart.
I'm gonna go back down.
Yeah, you go back down. There's another hallway on the opposite side if you want to go through that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the hallway that was on the right, entering from that
Cool.
first room.
You can notice that there's a room to your right, but the door appears locked, and then the hallway also goes down to the left.
Can I pick the lock?
Yeah, give me a Thieves' Tools check, or a sleight of hand check, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't get the lock. You expect it to kind of slide in and pop like you're used to. You haven't had much difficulty with it. You can tell that you'd be able to unlock it, but it would probably take you 5 minutes or so if you don't know if you have that kind of time.
All right, I'll leave it be for now. We'll go down the hall to the
Cool.
left.
All right, you go down the hall and to the left it leads to a basement. And it's quite cooler down here, but you can hear that there is the commotion of about 5 or 6 people down here. Appears just walking around, moving stuff. You're not sure exactly what's going on.
Can I try to sneak down and peek?
Yeah, give me another stealth check.
So, okay.
So
What the fuck?
competing +2. Okay.
Is there something up my dex?
Huh?
No. So is it my dex? I rolled like 2 24s and 2 13s.
I don't know. It's probably just one of those things.
Let me just. This will be a fake one, but like I just want to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
You slip at the end of the stairs and kind of do a heavier landing, and you can tell that like your ankle buckled a little bit, and then you're kind of still for a second, but nobody appears to have been noticed anything. You're able to see, and it appears that there's like large central columns all throughout this basement, which appears to scan the whole building, and people are sitting at kind of makeshift workstations here because it's so hot that they're just dodging all the heat by just hanging out in the basement all day. You can see that the work down here has a lot more papers and stuff to it, but that there also seems to be a good amount of products that are being boxed up. You can tell that this is like a lot of shipping kind of department for merchant goods get kind of set up here.
Is there anyone like really close to me?
I'd say you can tell there's a guy about 30 feet away, past the column to the right, that appears to be boxing stuff up. He has not appeared to have noticed you yet.
All right, I'm just gonna go back up the stairs.
Yeah. All right. Are you heading
Try to meet
out?
back up with Octavius. Yeah.
All right. You head out the back door. Octavius, what are you doing when you leave?
I'm just gonna stand by the front and just try to keep an eye out for Mr. Creep because I don't know where he went or how he got in or how long he's gonna take.
Yeah, I imagine you guys reconvene.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Comes around the front, just kind of sitting around. People are decorating. Found a nice bench to hang out on, and it's a nice day.
Yeah. I'm going to just kind of start talking to him, not like turning around to talk to him, but like we're like looking in different directions, and I'm just saying like, "Did you get anything? Did you get any info?"
Well, I got this, and I hold out the my hand, waiting for him to extend his hand.
Can you just tell me what it is? Do I have to?
Here.
Okay. I turn around and face him and take his hand.
I drop the Ray Arakti necklace in his hand. Everything else is a bunch of boring shipping logs. Downstairs, they're just boxing up shipments and shipping it out.
What are they shipping? Into who?
I don't know. Turnips, I think. They pickle turnips.
And who are they sending them to? Or are they sending them to?
Benediction. That's where I'm from.
That's where I'm from too. It's pertinent info. So they're sending turnips to Benediction. Is that what they're doing?
It seems so. Some other stuff. A lot of stuff from the farm. They make a lot of money from that farm, it seems.
The farm, I heard that. Sprite is apparently the main power player. the one I talked to, Owen, I think he's just some bureaucrat. He just seems to be handling the kitschy stuff. Did you find anything else out? Did you hear anything?
Well, oh yeah, there's a guy in some room. I think it was an office. I didn't go inside, but I heard outside the door.
Okay.
He's trying to figure out who you were. And I relay like what I heard.
Okay. Interesting.
Probably nothing to worry about, right?
Probably the man I just talked to. He invited us for dinner tonight. Maybe we could go there and
And kill him?
find out. No, no. We're gonna hold tight on that. We just want more info. Potentially, I could go to dinner with him, with Malachi, and you could do the same thing. Some second story work. What do you think?
So I'll hide in this room when he goes to bed. Do you want me to kill him?
No, I don't. No, we're not. Not yet.
Good, because I don't feel like doing that.
I mean, if we find out that he's as hostile to benediction and our claim, maybe we'll have to kill him down the line. But I don't think that's going to be in the cards tonight.
Whew. Maybe I'll get to steal some stuff instead.
Don't worry, you'll be able to kill later. We'll get you to kill someone later. Don't worry.
I don't want to kill later.
I know you love that so much.
I'm not good at it.
Let's go find Malachi. We'll reconvene. We'll see what he thinks. And I think we'll be going to the mill, I guess, and just check in with him.
All right. You guys reconvene back at the mill. I'd say it's about 6:30, and as you guys approach over the plains from the town, you notice that Kirby is walking towards you guys holding his guitar case, kind of heading.
It's taken him like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
To make it
Well,
I got that loot case, and I am not happy. I'm just making daggers with it.
Oh, hey boys, how you guys doing?
We're all right. Heading into the tavern.
Yeah, I got a set in about an hour and a half, so I want to get there early.
Okay, that's great.
These old bones. You don't want to be bored by that.
No, I don't. I'm going to talk to Malachi in there, if you don't mind.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but he's got a slave in there or something.
Yeah, I do. It's our slave.
Didn't want you guys to be surprised. Listen, don't make a mess, but do whatever you want.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll probably be sleeping here tonight. I don't know if he told you that.
Yeah. He said something along those lines. Listen, have fun. You guys have fun. Come meet me in the tavern if you get bored.
Yeah, we won't be doing that. But later, have a good time.
Well, maybe the dwarf wants to. Mr. Creep, offers there.
I'm shaking my head no to Mr. Creep.
All right.
No, absolutely.
Hey,
Does like a.
I'm serious about don't making a mess, though, because I don't know what color's blood that thing is, and if you do that, just do it outside, all right?
You got it. Not a problem at all.
Listen, Mr. Kirby, I used to clean the bar that I worked at. I'm real good at it. You give me a mop and a bucket, I'll take care of everything.
All right. Well, it's disturbing that you used to work at a bar that had so much blood in it that you got good at cleaning blood, but who am I to judge? I'm a real easygoing guy. You guys have fun with your
slave.
A lot
of rogues in there. A lot of rogues, a lot of fights. Stuff happens in the tavern. You know what I mean?
It's a rough
I'm
area.
sure it's like an edgelord bar. Everyone's looking like this back and forth.
Dude.
And they're stabbing each other.
I
left
really
and
hope-
right.
But like it's a tavern. There's got to be a lot of bar fights, knocked over.
It's gonna be
beers
awful.
all the time.
I
It's
hope.
just trash.
I really
constantly.
hope at one point the party wants to go to benediction, and just this fucking bar is gonna be great.
Is it called Rogue Bar?
I don't know. It's Andrew's bar. He names it.
I gotta tell you. I gotta think of.
Can we open a bar in Chicago called Rogue Bar?
Yeah.
No,
sure.
because there's Rogue Brewery already.
Oh, fuck them. God damn it.
See?
We'll just have a bar. We'll have a bar called Edgelords with a Z.
All right, fine.
Only one seat at every table.
Oh, I got the tavern name.
You want to
It's
tell
called
us?
Thick as Thieves.
Oh,
Joe likes it.
Thick as Thieves?
Yeah.
That's a great bar name. I would definitely go to that bar. Would you rather go there, Branson, or would you rather go someplace called like Krumps?
I'd
Torst.
rather go to Thick as Thieves
Yeah.
than Torst or Krumst. Or Fox and Fennel.
Fox and
Your
Fennel.
donkey table and stick.
Ah, God, man.
The Warbler's Trestle.
Oof. That place, the
All right.
Warber's Trestle was incessant.
It is incessant. You can't
incessant.
deny it.
Insists upon.
Truly.
All right. You guys walk into
No,
the
it's
little mill annex, the little bungalow they have for the workers there. And you can tell they're all hanging out on the porch. They don't want to go in there. They heard what's up.
Yeah.
The workers are kind of just sitting there
Excuse me.
whittling their sticks or whatever people from the past did because they didn't have TV. And you guys walk in and you see Malachi and the dark elf.
Hey.
We're hanging out a little bit more like bros now. Like I untied him and took off his hood.
Oh.
'Cause he doesn't like. There's no sunshine in there, right?
Yeah,
And we're just smoking cigarettes.
yeah,
And there's just a ton of butts on the floor.
yeah.
I'm very disappointed. I'm like, don't tell me you named him. Just tell me you didn't name him yet.
Speaking of names, I never got your name.
Yeah, I
No,
have a
don't.
name. I at a certain point, I was wondering if I should just tell you, but
What is it?
my name is Mino.
Speak Elvish, because I don't think he speaks Common.
He doesn't speak Common. He's
Yeah,
speaking Elvish.
Oh,
My name is Minosan Varan Zafralur.
Oh yeah, that's the name. That's the name we're looking for, baby. That's nice. I like
Joel
that.
got so mad at Oki's his like retainers with their Portuguese names, but that name he hears and he goes, "Oh no, that's a name, baby."
Minosan Valan. What was the rest of it?
Minosan Varan Zafralur. Let me
Is that like a first
Oh,
and
I got
last name, or is it all together?
let me copy paste that. And,
Minosan Varan Zaflurur. We got it. Ooh, I was
Oh
close.
yeah. Oof.
then do that right there. There we go.
Can I show you how I spelled it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Not bad.
I thought you were. I said like Miroslav at first. I was thinking like Miroslav.
Miroslav,
I thought
yeah.
Joel would have lost his fucking shit.
Yeah. All right. More Slavic. No, I'm already playing Curse of Straw. There's enough Slavic shit in there that people can't pronounce. So.
Miroslav.
Yeah. Cool. So. I guess I'll immediately upon seeing them come in, like, oh, you brought the drinks and the food that you were getting, right?
Oh no, we didn't do that. We didn't do any of that.
Mm.
We got some good info though, or we
Okay.
were doing some sleuthing in the town hall.
But no potatoes or greens for us.
Oh,
Father,
Maybe
guess
some-
what I found? Father, guess what I found? Come on, Octavia, show him.
This is what he found, and I show the Ray Harakti locket that he
For
stole.
God.
He thinks it's for God that he stole this. He stole it from a believer.
So you stole this from someone who was trying to use this as a worship, a way to worship Ray Harakti.
No, it was just sitting there. No one was using it. So I thought someone should use it.
You don't think they were going to return to their place and maybe do a prayer before evening, before bed, or in the morning before they go to work?
Would they be wearing it?
You happy?
You don't always have to wear it. Maybe they wanted to keep it there for some reason. I mean, it is a very nice.
Maybe we could give it to this guy.
No, don't give it to him.
Oh,
Don't give it to me.
You don't want to spread the love of God to him?
That's an interesting point. We'll get there.
Talking about you guys have
Okay,
some
I
chemistry.
don't know anything about any of this stuff. I'm just trying to follow what you guys do. So I'm sorry for screwing it up.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna quickly tell them what he told us, or what he told me about, like there being another god God, quote unquote, in the mountain, and that's what the glass full of stars was. He can't really like do anything beyond that because of the eternal damnation type of shit. Just summarize it quickly.
Yeah, totally. That's great. Why is he untied though? I don't get that. What's going on?
Hard to smoke when you don't have any hands free.
Okay, this is not what I pictured, but fine. I mean, you got the info out of him. I can't complain.
I'm just talking in common. If he does anything, he knows that we will have to do something bad.
He's well aware. He doesn't care.
When we get back to MacLeod, he's going in the dungeon.
I mean, that's fine. It won't do anything to someone like this. Trust me, I've seen this.
Wait, we have a dungeon?
Not yet, but I'm going to be telling the person who's making my throne room now to make a dungeon underneath it.
And what was it you found out, Octavius? You said you got some information.
So I learned like kind of just the main families that run the town. I spoke to a man named Owen, seems to be a bureaucrat of some sort here. He does not like the fact that benediction and myself included is kind of came down here to start calling shots. They're hostile to outsiders and benediction in particular, it seems like. I also learned that in the Sprite House, that's where the real power players are, the people who run the farm here. And Owen invited us for dinner tonight. And that's why I didn't get food, because we should go there and have a good dinner.
Well, who's going to watch the elf?
Do we have a rapport with him? Could we pretend he's like a page boy or something like that?
Not happening.
Can we just lock him in here and say no one come in?
He's an elf. You tasted their poison.
What does that mean?
Well, tell him he's my cousin.
I don't know. I don't trust them.
Tell him he's my cousin.
You don't trust him, but I'm counting 6-7 cigarette butts on the floor here.
When a man tells you they fear their own god more than death or like this mortal torment, and I believe him, yeah, I know what I can do and what I can't do to him. He's not a bullshitter.
You're infatuated with him.
I'm not infatuated with him. He's the same as me. He fears his god more than he fears anything I can do. Most of you dipshits run around worried about land, worried about stuff, worried about stealing, worried about drink, worried about...
Oh, I'm sorry.
But here's the thing.
Inquisitor, you were complaining when I
named my out there right now that could do way worse to you for all eternity, and yet you do not realize that. That's fine. I'm fine with my position. You have to recognize when somebody else has the same sort of position as you. I respect that.
I think you
respect. This whole time, Mr. Cheap is he nudged Mina-san and like kind of like smirks like, here they go again.
I don't understand the language you are speaking to me, he says in Elvish to you, and it's just a flurry of words. You can't get any of it.
And Mr. like, boy, that's cool.
Listen, do you want to come to dinner then or no? Do you want to hang here and smoke with your new best friend that you love so much?
All right.
Octavius is jealous, bro. They are my dads. They're a married couple of this imperialist paladin reclaiming his rightful land and this torturing priest.
You guys don't know this, but you guys are the 3 first people that Octavius has met that haven't been like family help or his mother.
By the way, I mentioned all his retainers are all like kind of like gaunt, like ooh, but they all have like perfect bowl cuts, like pristine bowl cuts, but like not like peasant ones, but like very pristine, like
expertly cut.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can cast. Okay, no, I'm trying to see like if I had the spell Daylight, I might be able to keep him like here, but I don't have that spell yet. I think he's valuable to us. I think we should
just tie him to the bed, and then we'll come back.
All right, that should work.
We'll put a door, like hinge a chair to the door outside, so he can't get out.
Yeah.
Can we tie the cigarette in his mouth and light it before you leave?
Mina-san, listen, we're gonna tie you to the bed.
Okay.
All right. Do you like that?
No. I mean, I'd like to go back underground. But I also know, like, groveling isn't going to really change anything here.
See, I'm gonna turn toward Octavius. See, this guy gets it. You know what I mean?
Octavius can't understand him.
You are right up here with me right now. I am I am not happy. I'm going to be totally honest.
Okay, we're gonna tie him down.
No, you should stay here and smoke with them. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
If you are leaving, human man, may I have some of those tubes that you put fire on and then make you feel good?
It comes from the earth.
This is what we did last campaign too. Is you immediately get
our hostage.
addicted to cigarettes.
That was you all though. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that was my guy. That was my guy that just kept feeding the goblin cigarettes.
Tom would just hand Goober the goblin.
He loved them.
Cigarettes. He just sitting in Tom's sack in his back, hiding in there. And
yeah, because you can't bring a goblin into town, so I always
smoke coming out of the bag.
I always had a canvas bag with a smoking goblin in it.
It was so tight, dude. And didn't Goober survive the entire campaign?
Yeah,
yeah.
He's one.
We
of the
got him
very...
like early into the campaign, a year-long campaign, and he survived.
Yeah,
all the
and
other.
We saw.
He had
We fought dragons. We fought a Shoggoth. We fought Lucifer.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, he
lived.
Talk about a harsh death. Holy shit, that guy went out.
Arthur wanted it, though. That's what he was dreaming of.
Well, he wanted to reconnect with his wife.
That's not happening.
Who fled to Carcosa, but when he got to Carcosa, he found out his wife had hooked up with another guy. So
it's
one of those awkward things where he was kind of.
He was also kept in a bird cage for 1,000 years.
Even though the whole point of like that race, the Melancholia, is like being like sad all the time. So when he like that, it's like, oh, and I have reason to be bummed out some more.
All the Eladrin, like their biology is like fused with their emotions. So these guys wanted to be sad all the time. The rest of the like, fuck you. You guys got to leave. And they tried to.
Deep down, he was going to hope she cheats on me. She doesn't like me anyway. I hope she does.
If he would have had a Twitter account, he would have been fucking great at it.
He would have loved it.
No one gives a fuck. Guess I'll just fucking smoke.
We're at like 2 hours. You guys mind if I go pee really quick?
Oh, let's take a piss break. Real quickly though, can I just roll up a cigarette, light it in his mouth, and I'll tell him, toke it slow because I can't leave you untied.
All right, I'll try to make it last.
All right. Yeah, you can take a piss break there.
Yep.
Cool. So we're going on a dinner date.
It's
Sweet.
It's always the dinner party. All right. Pee time. Do like what, a couple minutes. We'll get back to it in a second.
I actually went pee right there after my bit because I had to really badly.
Well, keep them entertained, Joel.
Keep them entertained. People are accusing me of warming up too much to the elves, but I don't know what that's about. I don't know what they're talking about.
Love elves, dude.
No, I don't.
An elf weakness.
Well, here's the thing. I will say this, and I think I've probably said this before, but I feel like not only in like the E1 or like the friends that I have, like where like it was cool to hate elves like a couple years ago, but it's almost like spread out too much where it's not even that funny or a thing anymore.
I get that. I'm not anti.
I know
I
you're
just think
not.
it's funny to be jealous of the hostage.
Oh yeah, no, I like what you're playing too. I'm just saying, like, legit when people are like,
no, yeah, people love
like, because you hear that on podcasts, like, man, fuck elves, and it's like, dude, that's such an old fucking bit by now, like, and like for the like, I'm kind of into playing orcs now. It's like, no shit, dude, orcs have always kicked ass, like, but no, elves and orcs both kick ass. Campaign updates, Oki. How was Flames or Lamentations of the Flame Princess?
Tuesday, yeah, played with Sarah in chat and some other Twitter mutuals, and yeah, we had a really good time. We did the session 2 weeks ago. We did the first session last one. It was chaotic. Here, let me show you something.
For sure.
This book that it comes out of.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the first thing is it's Deep Carbon Observatory. You enter like a completely flooded village, and as you appear, it's like chaos already. And this is the flow chart that happens like when you start. So like as you as you arrive, these 3 things happen right away, and you can each person can only interact with one of them. And then, like a few minutes later, these 3 things happen. Then these 3 things happen. Then these 3. It just keeps building, and you got to choose basically.
So it is very. It forces like your hand. It feels like more than D&D kind of like allows you to sort of mold the world, and this is like the world molding you.
This is like you're in chaos, and you choose what you interact with, who you save, who you help, and people you don't they're literally like dragged away by the river or dead or whatever, and then they don't matter anymore. But it kind of determines the rest of the adventure, because who you interact with there is going to end up being like allies and enemies later on.
I like that idea, as long as like people like the DM would be upfront with me about it. Like, hey, this is going to be different. Like, it's just like it's not going to be on you. But as long as I knew that, like, I think I'd be cool with it, because like I'm just so used to being able to like
help everybody.
Not even help everybody. No. Just like, hey, this is going to break you more. You know, like I'm running out of the abyss in a couple weeks, and I've told them several times, I'm like, hey, you get no starting equipment. Like, don't make starting equipment because you won't get it from the get-go.
Totally.
And so, like, at least they know that, and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, I just feel so bad.
I don't want to give too much warning, because I really like the shock of like.
Sure.
Shit is happening, and you got to make choices, or things don't.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, as long as I could realize that it wasn't you and it was the actual like system, that'd be dope.
No, I get that. Yeah, and it's not like these things are particularly hard to deal with. It's just like.
Did you guys
like
see what?
You'll be talking with one person, and then like another person is having their thing, and if you're talking with them, you won't be able to help that person. And,
did you guys see what Coz said in chat about not restarting Roll20? Okay.
I was gonna tell you if you didn't see it.
Yeah.
What happened?
Don't restart it. Wow. Okay.
Oh shit.
At least we got 2 hours under our belt, though.
Yeah.
I really liked. I had the strong mental image, and if I was good at drawing like people, like figures, I would draw it because I like the image so much. Malachi walking into the field with this drow prisoner with the hood over him, and the like burning sun with like farmhands out there. It felt like that was some Blood Meridian shit. Really, really cool part. Like, and he said you got to chill over him. I was like, damn, that's fucking sick. That was probably my favorite image so far in the
that farm. I'm very curious about now, considering like they said, like how the leaders are basically like the most powerful family is there.
Yeah. Real quick to the comment in chat. Yeah, halflings are pretty cool in a lot of the Sword Coast stuff, especially with like the divisions between them. But obviously the coolest one is the Ghostwise stuff, and like how well like the halflings dealt with like rebellions and like wild territories and stuff like that. Like halflings are really cool. Hobbits are boring, but halflings
They're the same thing to me.
Yeah. But I mean, they talk about it. Even in, I forgot which one it is that has like an extended part on halflings, about how they just improvise everything. They don't plan ahead. They just are like kind of happy-go-lucky, but they also get pretty nasty when like things get rough. Like they're just really adaptable, lucky people. They talk about like giants attacking, and they will just like fucking sling rocks at their balls when they're sleeping and like fuck them up and light fire.
So they're Ewoks as well?
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're Irish Ewoks.
That's how I did like that. I used Ghostwise halflings for the last campaign.
Yeah.
Joel is so racist against them that whole campaign too.
I just think that they're lazy. That like it just really feels like they had to put them in there because they liked Lord of the Rings. Real quickly about the Curse of Strahd thing. TJ did this my DM did this really cool thing where I got a whip it was literally called Vampire Killer, which if you play Castlevania, it's from that. And then he's like, you touch it and you try to attune to it. And I got taken to this dream world where I had to kill the ghost of Richter. And he played the Castlevania music and had this whole map. And I did like a one-on-one fight against Richter Belmont to claim Vampire Hunter, which is like super pop reference heavy, but I think it was cool and it was fun.
Kipo Man's writing. Thank you, Kipo Man.
I would love.
All my kids were kidnapped, and I lost one. He got transformed into a spider, and I killed an angel. It was sweet.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, welcome Kipo Man, people. We're playing D&D. Yeah.
Kipo.
Kipo rocks.
Kipo.
Kipo.
Kipo's the man.
All right. We're all
I
done
would like-
peeing. Let's get back into it in a second. Go ahead, Andrew.
I was just gonna say that it would be kind of funny if you took like Halfling Village, and they were like, it was like, you know, there's always like the Shire and shit like that. But what if like their whole like aesthetic and like kind of their theme was they're more akin to like the undead and WoW, like that look, and like the way like how nasty they are, like green goops and shit, like these little weird little evil halflings. That'd be cool.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more interesting.
Like make them more make them little edgelords. That'd be funny and cool. Like make them like nasty little like alchemists.
Yep. Just make a little
Anyway.
mustard. Make a little mustard.
All
Andrew,
right.
your next character.
All right.
Back to it. You guys are all in the. You guys are all in the little annex building of Cedar Mill. It's around 6:30. Sun's still shining hard. What's the game plan?
If Homeboy's tied down, I'm down for going to the dinner.
Yeah, he's tied down. It looks pretty secure.
I imagine our dinner should be ready around. I mean, this is dinner time, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go now.
All right. Are you all going, or is anybody hanging back with your hostage?
I was thinking we put a chair in front of the door so he to jam the door.
Should do it.
All
He's
right.
gonna get out, but that's fine.
Do it.
He's definitely getting out.
If he gets away, what are we gonna do? He's just gonna get out and try to make it back and maybe die in the desert or something.
We hunt him down and kill him. Is what we do.
But what's he gonna do to us? Like, what does he have on us that's gonna?
See,
No,
here's
you're
what I'm thinking. If I could be, here's the thing. I think his god that lives in the mountain is actually an icon, and I think that could be bad news. And that's why I want to keep him around, because I don't think that he has an actual god. I think it's another icon. And I
mean,
don't.
we're a protector. We can take our prisoner to his house if we wanted to. It's kind of my right. It's basically my house that we're going to for dinner.
All right, I'm going to
What
with that.
do you feel?
I'd rather not lose him. I just think that he can be valuable, and also, yes, I'll give into the elf affinity.
I think it might be in poor taste to have a prisoner with us, though.
At a dinner party, showing up. This is
Yeah.
our prisoner.
Hey, here's our drow. We picked him up in a cave.
Listen,
Yeah.
you've never seen a guy that looks like this before. He doesn't wear shoes.
He's cool. Trust us. He's our prisoner, though. So he
He
can't
smokes
stay with
cigarettes.
you.
He's cool. He smokes cigarettes.
You can't have him. He's our prisoner, and he smokes
It's
now.
definitely uncouth, but I kind of like the idea of being really uncouth to the stick in the mud. Like, he seems like a guy I could ride.
How about you two? It worked out well last time. I'll stay here with him. You all go to the dinner party. That seems.
You
fair.
just want to stay. No, you're coming with us. You want to stay with him.
I don't.
You have had enough quality time alone with the Malachi, and you're gonna leave Octavius for this drow if you stick around.
What
any
if I
longer.
need help over there? I need
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I
I'll go
need.
with-
We're leaving him tied to the bed. He's not getting out. How could
right.
he? What's he gonna
All
do?
right. I'm just
Mr.
going-
Dude's gonna pat the drow's knee? Like,
If he
He'll be
does
all
get
right.
out, we'll hunt him down. We'll tie him up again. We'll bring him back.
man,
Oh man.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking.
Because otherwise,
Mr.
it sounds like Malachi's afraid of taking a risk. As a
Mr.
rogue,
Creep.
I'm never afraid of taking risks.
Mr. Creep, when we get there, I'm thinking maybe you should try to scale the building and get into like the second floor. See if you can find any good info.
I can get up there, or I can get onto the roof.
You do that, I'll get you a doggy bag so you have dinner. I'm not going to leave you hungry.
Mr. Creep was like,
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's
I'll
go.
go with you guys.
All right, so he's tied up. You guys put the door on the door, the chair on the door, and you guys are all heading to the nicest house in the region. Right here, the Merrick House. As you guys kind of go through town, the lights dimming down a little bit, but people are still kind of bustling around, getting ready, and for the celebration in a couple days. But most people have kind of started emigrating out of the fields and heading to the taverns as you go. And you approach this very well manicured lawn. Really the only one you've seen in the whole region that appears to have a lot of fine topiaries and stuff. This guy definitely wants to seem important. It is actually a house that seems more elvish in architecture than human. You're able to notice as there's kind of long, tall doors, high ceilings, a lot of elegant-looking chandeliers. As there appears to be a servant at the front who beckons you inside. And you go down, and it's a very ornate, nice-looking house, and you are greeted by Owen. Who is...
I imagine Mr. Creep had separated with us by now.
Oh yeah, I split off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll imagine you guys separated somewhere around here. I'll deal with you guys first, then I'll cut to Mr. Creep in a second. And cool. As Owen greets you, he kind of says with a slight tone of disdain in his mouth, Lord Storm? Who might your friend be here?
Well, this is Father Malachi, and he's my Grand Inquisitor. He'll be joining us for dinner tonight.
Ah, a man of the cloth, I presume.
Indeed. Blessings of Rehirak be upon you.
And blessings be upon you as well.
You are a worshiper of Rehirak T, right?
Yes. Yes.
Was it that much hesitation?
There was a good amount of hesitation. You wouldn't even have to roll an insight see that, yes, I everyone in town, there's a large contingent of worship dedicated to Rehirak. There has been some fighting against, a formalized church, as people here are more trustworthy of like a decentralized religious structure, considering what happened in Benediction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude.
Do you have a lot of opinions on Benediction?
Not very.
We can discuss this over dinner, I imagine.
Yes,
I imagine we will. What's for dinner? What are we having?
Well, we should be having a sample of local delicacies. I figure if you're a person in the region, we have some owlbear that we've actually hunted just for you guys, and we're waiting on one more guest, and then I think we'll be able to get started. But I assume we can all come to the living room, and we might mingle a little bit if that would be your liking, and we'll have dinner shortly.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Cool. I love mingling.
And he
nothing like sitting around a living room and just talking.
I love it. I love it so much.
Nothing like it.
All right, and then
I'm kind of standing in the corner. I don't know what to do with my hands. Just
all right, and then as you kind of come in, you notice that there are two other people. Whoops. Oh, I gotta do actual search names. Oh, maybe this is not good.
Roll 20?
Yeah, I gotta manually go through my assets to look for it now. Hold on 1 second.
Ooh.
Did Roll 20 crash? Is that what someone was saying on the chat?
Yeah. Might be able to outsmart this a little bit.
We could also just do Theater of the Mind, baby.
Fuck that.
Whoa. Is this guy Gus Fring?
I'm sorry?
Looks like it.
So he looks like Gus Fring. He's like running shit for a legitimate business that there's something shady going on. And he's invited us to dinner.
Who's Gus Fring? I literally have no idea who that is.
Gus Fring from Breaking Bad.
Oh, I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I've never seen Breaking Bad.
So look at this, folks. Branson didn't steal us or anything, but doesn't it seem like him? Reminds me of him. Oki knows.
Mm-hmm.
Alana would know. She's still watching.
Uzi in chat.
Anyway, this is way better than Breaking Bad.
Fuck yeah. Fuck Breaking Bad.
That's right, Oki.
See, I want to have the portraits just because I work so fucking hard on them, you know?
Shut up,
Didn't
King.
you not make them?
I didn't make them, but you know what I mean.
Don't tell Kay to shut up.
Wait,
he said it doesn't
holy
look like
shit.
him at all, and
That's
that's wrong.
huge.
It does.
That's
Everyone's
enormous.
saying it doesn't look like him.
This is bullshit.
Why
Everyone
is it so big? God
You're
damn.
getting there.
Spike Lee is actually spot on. That's
I actually like being able to see it.
I was thinking Spike Lee or Samuel L. with like longer hair, but it looks great. Like it's a really good portrait.
Oh,
All the portraits in this fucking.
No, these are been
they're all done by.
I did not like the guy, the 7 foot tall human who looked at me. It was a well done portrait, but I did not like that man.
I can't wait to tell you some stuff in the end, Joel. It's no,
I'm not gonna listen.
it's no spoiler stuff, but it's just.
I'm gonna plug my ears and go la 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 la.
All right, so there's two other guests besides you two that you can tell, and they appear to be heavily drinking as you guys enter the living room, and they kind of laugh to each other as you guys walk in. And you
What's
hear,
so funny?
well, I'm guessing you can see that this guy's kind of talking.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have dinner an hour and a half ago. We're still waiting on one more guest, huh?
Some people.
How'd he trick you guys into getting here? The guy on the right yells.
Oh, there was no trick. I met with him in the town hall earlier, and yeah, he graciously invited me and my companion here.
Oh, you guys must be pretty important, I'm guessing then, huh?
I'm Lord Octavius Storm of the Tinder Coast from Benediction.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm Clint Oteg. I am a simple, provider of alcohol to the region of Southern Sur. I don't have any fancy titles. I apologize.
No, please. I mean, that's a noble profession. I respect it. Who's your companion here?
Oh, that's Owen's daughter, Annabelle. She's the one. She doesn't have a lot of work lately, and Annabelle kind of laughs when he says that.
Wow. Malachi. This is Malachi. This is my friend Malachi.
Blessings of Ray or Octavia upon you. I'm super excited to be here at this dinner party.
Blessings upon the as well, Malachi, Father. How you doing? Would you like a drink?
No, I only drink by myself.
Well,
I don't drink.
It's gonna be some dinner party, Clint says. And they kind of
Maybe
laugh.
if I could borrow a glass of whiskey and go to the other room for about 10 minutes, that might be more my style.
Well, that wouldn't bother me at all. How about you, Annabelle? And she said, nope, wouldn't bother me either.
Octavia, does that bother you?
A little bit. I mean, I kind of want you here with me.
And Clint hands you a glass.
He's gonna walk to the other room and just sit.
Yeah.
Like, and also, like, Malachi's not doing anything weird. He's just sitting. He just sits and drinks.
And can I imagine he sits
Just such a charismatic
with his hands
man.
on the table like this?
Wait, sorry, like how?
Just
It's more like if he just has, like, if you picture a guy at a bar and he just has his hands around just like, he's just a lot of sighing and just like hands around the glass, a sip every once in a while. Mind completely fucking blank, like nothing important going on. He just likes to drink alone.
So let's cut real quick as you head out of the room, and Octavius kind of sits with his hands in his lap, and
Yeah.
Owen is just glancing out the window at every opportunity like a bundle of nerves. And Mr. Crete, they have left ahead of you. You've waited for some time. You see this pretty large house in front of you, easily 2-3 stories. What's your move?
Looking for open windows. Anything open?
Are you doing like a scouting around the whole thing of it, or how close are you getting, or?
Yeah, kind of getting outside the house, trying to keep cover. And are there any bushes or anything around the house? Is there like?
It's a hill, so there's a good amount. We can just kind of put. There's a good amount of, little cover areas and whatnot that you'd be able to work with.
Okay. I'm gonna scout around the house and look for open windows.
Yeah, and there doesn't appear to be any type of guards or anything along that nature.
That's a mistake.
And you're able to see that there appears to be like a kind of tower that juts up, and on the 3rd story, you're able to see a window that's open.
I will head up to that window.
Cool. All right, so you go ahead and start climbing up. And do you have your 2nd story work? Can you click that so it shows up in the chat? the Roll20 chat? Or is it entered on there or not?
I don't actually have it on my
You
sheet.
can copy and paste it.
Yeah. Let's see that real quick.
Yeah, it's on the. Hold on, I have it.
Here, I got it.
Because I know it basically makes you able to climb anything
There you
really
go.
easily, but I just want to know the. I want to know if it would be kosher to make it roll or not. Okay, cool. All right, so you're able to get on the second story pretty easily, right? It's enough grooves in the brick of the house that you can position your feet, and you can go up pretty quietly. However, it looks like the second window, it's a little bit cleaner, and it would be harder to climb. And you kind of position yourself. You would be able to automatically get up there if you're not trying to be loud, or if you're not trying to be quiet. But it would be a roll if you're trying to run up there and be quiet. So which way do you want to approach it?
Let's roll.
Okay, so you want to be quiet.
Yeah.
All right, so give me an acrobatics or athletics check as you try to go up there without... Okay, yeah. You're able
Yes,
to
sir.
shoot up really silently. And, like, you're a kind of squat dwarf. Like, what's your way? Like, tell me what it looks like when you shimmy up, like, a 10-foot wall.
I mean, like, I'm like a little muscly meatball.
Yeah.
But if you can imagine, like, a baby climbing upstairs, like...
The least dexterous thing in the world.
If you can imagine a baby
That's what
climbing
makes him
upstairs,
amazing.
It doesn't look like it should work, but he
Yeah,
just...
Michael said like a salamander. That's a good description.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like
Oh yeah, like
thick, like little
Yeah.
little neck on him.
that's good.
And you're able to climb in and pull yourself up to the third story. And it appears that this looks like to be like a little viewing area. There's 4 open windows in a room that's like 10 by 10, circle shaped, with multiple chairs and a circular stairwell going down. What do you want to do?
So I don't see anything too interesting that I could investigate. Just
You can see like there's an ashtray there, but this appears to be like honestly kind of dusty. Like you don't know the last time this room was used.
for a split second. Well, actually, so I look around and I decide, like I just realize that's like very like it's lax. There's like nothing going on. But then I look back at the ashtray and I put it in like my bag to take back to Minasan.
Okay.
So you can have an ashtray.
All right, yeah. And there's a circular stairwell going down.
I'm gonna go down the stairs.
Cool. Sneaking.
Yeah, I'll stealth if you want me to stealth.
Yeah, you go and you kind of tiptoe down. Yeah,
Whoops, sorry, I double clicked it.
that's fine.
Crit 1 on the first one. So if you want to use that, it's fine.
Well, here's the thing. Crit ones don't matter on skill rolls. And I don't like playing... Because if you have a 5% chance to fail when you're like one of the best...
I agree. Thank you for doing that.
Your guy's
It's
one of
annoying.
like the best thieves in the area. Your skills are like really high in it, so I'm not going to... A 5% chance to fail every time is really boring. So even with that, you're able to kind of... You stumble a little bit. You do a klutzy move, but... You don't like immediately just, fall face first down the stairs and your pants get caught and you come down naked.
But you said there's like not like guards around.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you're able to stumble a little bit and you actually feel a little bit relieved after you stumble and there's a clang and you don't see anyone come run into you. But down on the second floor, you see that it kind of opens up a little bit. You kind of peek around the corner and see that you are nearing like what appears to be a kitchen. And there appears to be one guy working feverishly. He appears to be a little gnome, and he's just bent over a huge pot, like cooking in it.
I don't want to bug him, but so tempted to talk to him.
Go for it.
You do you. What's the worst that happened? Like burn down this whole
This
house?
is your mission, Octavius and.
No, I mean, like, I just
obviously.
Mr. Creep doesn't want to bug him because he looks to be super busy and like stressed out. But Mr. Creep is like, "Hey, do you need any help?"
Ah! Are you a guest or I'm sorry? What's you a guard?
I thought this was the bathroom.
Oh no, this is the kitchen. I'm good. I got it. The food's been done for like an hour. He keeps telling me to wait.
Oh, well, okay. You look kind of a little bit stressed out, is all.
And it's just I just want to kind of go home, but he keeps kind of like stretching this out, and yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm sorry, you caught me off guard.
What's this guy's deal? This Owen? Can you tell me anything about him?
Oh, I come in every time he meets somebody. Oh, I'm sorry, you just met him. Did he invite you here, or are you the?
Yes.
I don't want to say anything bad about him. Come on, I mean, it's
okay. I don't really like him that much.
Gives me a lot of work, There's not a lot of like fine cuisine that people ask for around here. And,
well, I'm sure it's fine food here, and I slapped down 3 gold coins on the counter for him.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. Listen, he invites me here every single time he meets somebody in town that he wants to impress. Right, so then I get a message, I get a courier sent to me at like 5 o'clock, and he's like, "You got to get here now, and you got to start cooking a fancy dinner." And I got to scramble and do all this stuff and get it ready for a dinner party he just designed that has to happen tonight within like 2 hours, and it's a little bit stressful, yeah, if you know what I mean.
Well, he's lucky to know a guy like you, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He pays me all right, so I don't want to like complain, but
just seems kind of needy. He kind of seems like a real hardline bureaucrat type.
Hey, you said it, not me, man.
Well, is there anything shady that's going on around here lately that you noticed, or you just come here and cook the food?
You mean shady? I don't know. Like, is he doing something? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. You would know. I don't know.
Here, like,
I don't know the guy. I don't know. What do
week,
you know?
and
What do you
really-
know? What do I know? I don't know.
I mean, he's got some. I've seen some like guys around here. What they consider. He calls them like major players. Tonight's supposed to be special because that guy from the monastery is supposed to be coming down, and I guess there's supposed to be some kind of deal going down, but nothing shady. Just like businessman stuff, I guess. I'm not a businessman. I don't know how it works.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I know a little bit about shady. You see, I'm a thief. Not a bad one, actually. And I'm telling you, something about this deal stinks.
You're being really forthcoming with this information. It's kind of disarming, man. I don't know what to tell you. You're telling me you're a thief. You're asking me if anything's shady going on.
I feel like that I could kind of trust you.
Well, you really gave me like 3 gold, and I don't want to die. So it's like, yeah, I'll tell you.
Well, you're also. Well, it's not about that. As I see a little guy like you. I'm a short guy. We're not humans. They probably don't like us as much as they like each other.
Well, probably,
just
yeah.
Help each other out.
Yeah. I mean, I told you this stuff. I couldn't tell if you were trying to intimidate me or something. You got all those big daggers, and I don't know. Am I safe or?
Do not ever believe you're safe.
It's not a good answer to that question. It's not a good answer you gave me.
You're safe from me, though. I will protect you.
Oh.
If anything goes down, make sure you get out the back door and you get out of here, okay? Because I don't want to have to do anything.
Oh, okay. Should I leave now?
No, I don't mean do anything to you. I just mean to other people.
Okay, am I in danger? Should I just
run?
run?
I think you're okay.
If I run now, will you stop me? That's what I'm asking.
No.
All right, and he's going to take his chef's hat off and put it on the table, and he's going to turn all the heat off on everything that's cooking. All right, well, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Thanks
all right,
for
you
the
go home. You get some. You have a good night, pal.
Thanks for the warning or the threat. I'm not quite. And he just starts heading down the stairs.
Mr. Creep looks at the food that's still in there. He just goes, "What a great guy."
All right, what do you?
All right, I'm gonna leave the kitchen and see if there's any other rooms.
Cool. You head down the kitchen, right? There's a brief storeroom, and then you see this kind of grand staircase going down, and what it overlooks what appears to be the front door, and you can hear the voices of people behind you.
Ooh. We'll go the opposite way of the people's voices.
Cool. You're heading towards the front door. You can tell that there appears to be a guy just waiting there, and you can hear footsteps coming towards you from the back.
Oh shit.
You got this.
So can I make out who that guy is that's waiting there?
You can
Is
kind
it Owen?
of see out the window a little bit. It appears to be a servant that is just waiting at the front door for guests to arrive.
Okay. And can I duck? Is there anywhere I can duck into if I hear those footsteps?
Yeah, there's a little, there's like a little kind of room to the side that has like seating areas in it. You can duck into and hide. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
16.
You see Owen start walking by and peek out the door and kind of just go, fuck, 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 fuck,
Whoa.
fuck,
Bit of change in tone.
and kind of opens the door. So he's not coming yet. He's not been here. You haven't seen anybody. And the servant's kind of like, yeah, I haven't seen anybody. I don't know what, like, is he supposed to come? Yeah, he said well before sundown. Supposed to be, fuck. Ah, shit. Okay, just keep a lookout. Keep a lookout. I'm just gonna tell them to serve the food. Fuck! And he starts walking back towards Octavius and Malachi. And Andrew, tell me what you want to do, and then I'm gonna cut to cut to the other two.
I'm gonna hide in this room and wait for him to hear him pass the room.
Yeah, he passes.
And I'll chill in here and then you can cut to them.
Cool. Yeah, he passes, he heads, and Malachi and Octavius, you guys have been fucking around for like 10 minutes. Malachi's drinking by himself. Octavius, you notice that when Owen comes back into the room, he appears badly frazzled.
Owen, will we be starting dinner soon?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
quite hungry.
Yes, I'm sorry for the delay, gentlemen. It looks like our one guest won't be making it today. Well, you know, it's a shame, but it is how it is sometimes.
Who was your other guest, if I could ask?
Well, it was the leader of the Monks of Divine Leisure, Mr. Gordon Mann, was supposed to come in, and me and him were supposed to do some. It doesn't matter. It's he's a very
Drugs.
important man with high regard and benediction, and I just thought that we'll go ahead and I'll go let them know that the food is to be served. And then he walks away.
Fantastic.
And by this point, Clint and Annabelle are just laughing at Owen pretty openly when he leaves.
Is he always like this? Is he always this neurotic and status obsessed?
Oh yeah, he's well, I don't want to talk too bad about my father, but he's he says he doesn't want to, but I legitimately think his dream is to move back to Benediction and just be a lord. I think that's his whole motivation. That he's going to make enough money down here and do it. But, it is what it is. He wants to wear the fancy clothes. He wants to get them shipped down here. He wants to play that role. Nothing we can do about it.
Definitely. Has he made many connections in Benediction?
Not really. He likes to go. He'll save up over and over to go hang out with the Monks of Divine Leisure, and he goes there just to wait and see if any kind of lords or any kind of high-ranking members of any kind of family show up, and he gets really pissed if they don't, and really excited if they do, and it's just. I'm sure that's what this is now. Gord Mann's just a fucking obnoxious drunk anyway. I don't think he is.
I mean, you can't really count on the Monks of Divine Leisure to be punctual and on time.
I guess so. Tell me.
Do you know of a Bishop Breer by any chance? I've heard that they spend quite a bit of time with the Monks of Divine Leisure.
Oh, I've heard the name Bishop Breer a lot. He was down there in Matt Cloud, I think, before it all went kaboom.
And before I took over, we've been searching for him for quite some time and looking for any info we can get on him.
Well, he he had an event, I think. He came to Full Barrel a lot after it blew up, and he was kind of distraught and lost in himself and searching for meaning, that type of thing. And eventually we just kind of stopped hearing from him. We heard that he spends a lot of time with the monks up there. I'm not sure where he gets a coin from it, but I'm sure it's somewhere quite lucrative because he's got something good going on.
Absolutely.
And then you see Owen kind of leave, and he kind of comes back down, and they kind of bring all the servants around, and they usher in all the food, and it's kind of been cold for a little bit. They definitely tried to, like, smack the heat back on, but the food's pretty underwhelming just because it's been way overcooked, way, overly.
Ugh.
And you guys have this meal. There's really nothing important that happens. During this time, do any of you guys want to, like, go for anything or try anything?
Did they walk into the room where I'm drinking?
I'm pretty sure Owen has avoided you on purpose. Owen definitely hasn't walked into where you are.
Cool. Then I'm good.
So we're all by the dinner table now?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Mr. Creep, you hear kind of the table getting set and people moving around, and you're on the same floor as them. Is there anything else you want to do?
I want to go upstairs.
Cool. Go upstairs, and kind of the same hallway you were in, but to the left there appears to be a series of bedrooms.
All right. How many?
3.
I'll go to the first one I see.
Cool. All right, so there's one at the left end of the hallway, and you'll start there. And you open the door, and there's absolutely nothing in the room. No furniture, nothing. It's this big ornate door, and it has these fine ornate curtains, but the room is completely empty, and the air in it is very stale. You don't think this door's been open for quite some time.
Mr. Creep gets like a big frown on his face, just closes the door again and goes to the next room.
The next room is the exact same one. It's completely empty with ornate curtains, but it's just appears for show. And then the one door left is kind of larger double doors.
All right, I see the second room, and he's like mutters like creepy to himself and shuts the door. Then I'm gonna go to the last double doors.
Cool. You open the last double doors, and as you open the door, kind of slowly swing open, you see this ornate room, right? With this double banistered bed with these little frilly things on the top, these big dressers that contain tons of clothes, tiger skin carpet and all that. But you also see sitting on the bed, almost all like cross-legged, drinking and talking to each other, you immediately identify these guys as cultists who are wearing the bound, the same woven by tree branches symbol of the phoenix that you had seen before. And when you open the door, they look at you and you look at them. And what do you do?
I'm sorry, I thought this was the bathroom.
And they kind of look at each other. This is not the bathroom.
Yeah, I could see that. Sorry, I'm just here with my master who was invited to dinner. I'm a slave. I'll be going now. I'm sorry.
We'll be going now. Well, and they run towards you and just go to shut the door, slam the door, and put. Is there anything you do?
I freeze.
Yeah, they shut the door in your face. You hear it lock, and then you hear a commotion. What the fuck is it? Did you do that? No, we can't do that. Fuck.
I give Joel an update. He was just peeing.
Yeah.
I went up to the final room, Joel, double doors. I walked in there, and there's 2 cultists with like the symbol of the phoenix.
4.
And they're just like
4
drinking. Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 4. Fuck.
Yeah.
I opened the doors. They're in there, and they noticed me, and they asked who I was, and I said I thought it was the bathroom, and then I'm just gonna go back to my master, and I'm his slave, and he's here for the. And then they shut the doors behind me.
Whoops.
Mr. Jeeves didn't do anything. He just froze when they did that.
Time to burn some people alive.
He was still trying to play innocent.
Can I metagame slightly, not like communicate anything, like do in-game wise? I just want to say, if you communicate with us, like, we'll fuck this party up. We'll flip tables over. We'll make a huge.
Oh,
scene.
don't worry.
Um,
Don't you worry.
The whole place down. I don't care.
Mr. Creep, after they shut the
You
door
don't know
in your
about this.
face.
You don't know about this. I know, but I will make you aware.
Yeah,
if it's
you know.
necessary.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
After they shut the door in your face, what do you do?
I gotta use the bathroom. Can I? Why you close the doors?
And you hear nothing but some commotion for a few seconds. And then you hear the sound of glass breaking.
The fuck? What was that?
And then you hear the sound of... All right, go! And it appears that they've started jumping out of the window. From what you can guess with your best logic.
Did we hear anything from downstairs?
Give me
Like,
a perception check, and it's pretty hard check, so I'd say you both have to beat a 15.
Let's see. 16.
Oh, yeah, you hear the slight sound of glass breaking above your head.
As I hear that, I stand up and go, "What was that?"
Oh.
Anyone hear that?
No, I mean, I didn't hear any... this is Owen talking. I didn't hear anything. It's nothing. You don't have to worry about it. I'm sure it was nothing. You're
Sure, it was nothing. Could I have another fat pour of whiskey, please?
And then Clint immediately just starts pouring stuff in your... It's really hard to get this stuff to make whiskey, but if you want some moonshine, I have a fuckload of it.
Yeah, we'll take that whole bottle from you right now. And, you said you heard something outside, Octavius. Why don't we go check it out?
I don't think that'd be...
I heard something from upstairs. It sounded... I don't know what it was.
I'm just going to walk casually outside with my glass of whiskey.
Yeah.
Would you guys think that it was maybe Mr. Creep, though?
Glass of whiskey, I hope.
That's a good point.
For all you guys know, you guys just suspect it was Mr. Creep, like, fucking up.
That's true, too.
So do you want to draw attention to that?
I'm gonna say because I already.
I mean, you could do it. I don't care. I'm just saying.
I already reacted.
He said that, and the way that he reacted, though, Andrew was like, "No, I'm sure it was nothing." Makes it super sus. And also, you've not let us down yet. So
okay,
I think that if anything, we aren't scared of these fuckers. Just to
no, yeah.
Be extra suspicious to take suspicious off me for breaking into this, having my spy break into his house.
Malachi, as you begin walking outside, you notice that Annabelle is following you, and that she has pulled her crossbow and is kind of concerned that you heard something as well.
You concerned about me? You concerned about the sound outside?
Well, I don't mean to be rude, sir, but I'm not concerned about you.
No, that's what I wanted to hear. Blessings of Ray Harakti be upon you.
Yeah, blessings of...
All right, we'll walk outside.
Cool. And Oki, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to look upstairs, and I'm trying to get what I'm trying to do is get a read off Owen. Like, what is he sweating right now?
Give me an insight check, because Owen's been following you.
Yeah, I'm like looking at Owen as I hear this noise. I stand up, I make a scene. I'm looking at him and see how he reacts. Is that wisdom? So 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
He appears... He was already looking like a bundle of nerves, but now he looks like he's about to fall apart. Like, he is freaking out.
You look faint, Owen. Do you need to take a rest for a spell?
One of those days where nothing goes right, and you just kind of try, and now this, and... I hope I really am not making a poor first impression on you, my lord.
No, absolutely not. You're fantastic. You've been a gracious host. I've been loving it here. Me and my companions are adventurers. If there's an intruder in your home, we can defend you.
Oh, yes, that would be great if you could defend me.
Don't worry about anything. Just sit right there. I'll figure this out.
And so Owen takes a seat and takes out a little hanky and wipes his forehead. Mr. Creep, what are you doing?
I rushed over to the window to see where they were going, or like see if I could keep get an eye on them.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to see, and they're pretty much just running this way. If you look on the Roll20 map to the northwest.
I'm going.
Do I see the other party outside yet?
No. I would imagine you'd be the first one at the window, and that in order to get outside,
I rushed to the window, and then that was happening concurrently. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to jump out the window.
Cool. Yeah,
I'm gonna repel. I mean, if I can jump out and be fine, then cool. But otherwise, I'll repel. If
I imagine you're a thief. You're very good at acrobatics.
Tuck and roll. Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics roll, but
sure.
This will just affect your speed. You won't take any damage from it. All right, yeah. You lose no speed immediately. You immediately hoist the window open, jump out, do a little barrel roll, and are already heading at full speed, booking across those guys. And as you and Annabelle turn the corner, you guys get around here, and you can see very clearly 4 raggedy-looking humanoids about 200 yards away, a pretty good distance away. Well, there they are. What's the plan? Are we going after them?
That sounds like a bad idea, right?
Let me just see. Maybe. And she's going to pull over her crossbow and just steady her aim at one and attack with disadvantage.
That's beyond disadvantage for a crossbow. She must be a badass.
And she just fucking critical fails. She's drunk enough that she just shoots it into the ground about 10 feet in front of you guys.
I was going to say, 250 yards of the crossbow is
yeah,
beyond sharp. I'm a sharpshooter with the crossbow in my other campaign. That is a fucking...
Well, it's what, 30, 90?
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It can't be done. It just straight can't be fucking done.
Yeah. And she just fucking ding hits nothing.
How far is the closest cultist from me? How far away from me?
I'd say you got a pretty good jump on them. I would say if you want to go after them, it would be a good run. It would take you a good time to catch after them, but it's not something outside the realm of possibility. Especially since your bonus action dash and whatnot as a rogue, you're pretty quick.
Can
But you would find yourself a little bit separated, I imagine.
I want to dash after one.
Cool.
The one closest to me.
So, I'm not going to do this on a round-by-round basis. I am going to have you give me a Constitution saving throw, and I am going to have them do 4 Constitution saving throws to see who's the weak link in the group. So they have a +1. So you know what? I'm just going to do 4 of them. All right, 6, 11, 9. So +2. So honestly, there is one that is lagging behind. The rest are pretty clear. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, Andrew. Yeah. You're catching up on this guy, and you've about halved the distance. But at this point in chasing, I would say you're about right here. He's about right here. The rest of the group's about right there. I think if you beat him on one more challenge, you would be able to catch up to him. Would you like to keep chasing?
Yeah, I want to just try one more challenge.
Give me another Constitution.
I want to see if I can catch up to him. Okay.
All right, you got to beat... Oh, you beat him.
One.
All right, so you're just at the point now where it's like a shoestring tackle if you want to go with it. You have your daggers. You could try to grapple. How do you want to catch
I have a net.
Oh.
Because I pulled off the palisades when we were in the dungeon. I used it, and I got stuck in the palisades. I took it, though.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll. Attack roll. You whiff on the net, and the net goes flying to the side, but he's still within grasp. You have one more chance to really catch him.
I could just try to grab his ass.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Stab him in the legs, and he won't be able to move.
And he will do a contesting check.
Oh, I'm that close? Yeah.
Yeah. You can stab him easy. You can throw a dagger in him.
I will throw a dagger at him.
Cool.
Where's my... Oh, there it is.
Oh, no.
Bro.
No, you do your attack with your main hand dagger. That's your offhand dagger.
Oh, sorry, I had it as thrown listed. That's why.
Yeah. All right. You throw the dagger. It goes singing into his leg, and he goes tumbling to the ground. The rest of them look behind to see if they should do anything or not, but they just continue running. And he is down on the ground, and he is not moving. He is trying to crawl away. And
all right, Mr. Creep is
real quick
pouncing on his ass, and I'm just gonna try to secure him down.
at this point, Malachi, you guys can see this happening in the distance. And Oki, after you kind of get Owen to sit down, and you go upstairs to look, you look out the window. What do you want to do?
I went upstairs, and I imagine as I was going upstairs, I see Mr. Creep jump out the window. Is that kind of how the order of events go? So, like, I go up there, I see what he's doing, I see him chasing. I shut the window to act like it was never open, and then I'm just looking around. I try the doors near me, and I'm imagining I can tell it's locked.
Yeah. The big double door is locked.
I want to try to kick the door in.
Cool. Give me a strength check. You got to beat a 10.
Cool.
You know what? You're a strong guy. This is not that good. You automatically kick those fucking doors open.
Yeah, I kicked the door open. No respect for this man's property.
Yeah.
I just crit failed.
It doesn't matter. I already said it before it rolled.
That's fair. But I go in there, and I'm looking around the room. I see the broken window, I imagine.
Yeah, it appears that they took a couch or like a small chair and just threw it through the window.
Oh, I was hoping you said they were running away with the couch.
But you can
Come on, man! Come on!
You can see a large ornate dresser, a nice bed, and a desk with nice writing materials on it. But also in the corner, you see a pile of trash, like of empty bottles, of bread crusts.
Living here for quite some time. I'm just gonna try to take this opportunity to look through the room. I want to go through the writing materials, things like that, see if I can glean any info of what was going on here.
Cool.
I don't really know the situation. I just know that I saw Mr. Creep chase after these dudes, so I'm like, okay, let me figure out what was going on. Detective work.
All right, you can see that there are some writing materials. There's a lot of crumbled up pieces of paper, but there's one that's pretty straight and has writing on it. And it says that a securing of a shipment of 7 barrels of pickled turnips are going to Clint Oteg for some reason. It's just a large shipment of food sent to Clint Oteg.
Do I know who Clint Oteg is?
He's the guy downstairs who's
downstairs.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Interesting. I'm gonna pocket that, and yeah, I'll just kind of glean the rest of the room, see if I can find anything like incriminating or useful.
Yeah, I mean, you go to the bed, and it appears that the bed has just been like a rat's nest. There's nothing really on it. But when you go to the dresser, you open the dresser, and it is just filled with swords and armor. There is no clothing in it.
Owen is not telling us everything. Okay, I'll let the others go as I kind of find all this incriminating shit.
Cool.
I have a plan, and I hope you guys will follow me when I make the effort.
Cutting to Malachi, you see Mr. Creep in the distance has just stabbed a man in the leg. Annabelle is hiccuping next to you. Kind of smiling at the whole thing, honestly. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Briskly walking up with my hands behind my back like this, as Malachi had, or as Mr. Creep has him pinned down.
Cool. Mr. Creep, you're pinning him down. You can see Malachi approaching you. Annabelle is following you, Malachi.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up and be. Do we make it up to them?
Yeah, Mr. Creep, are you?
Mr. Creep I pulled my dagger out of his leg, and I'm just holding it to start saying, "Why'd you run?"
Well, because wasn't supposed to be found, man.
Mr. Creep,
What
do you
was
mind
supposed
if
to
It
be
I,
was like the
if I
number one
handle
thing.
If I handle this one,
Sure thing, just
Your
make-
part. I mean,
I'm just not gonna get off him. He'll squirm.
oh
I'm trying to
no, I
run
want
you
to get
off.
off him. I'm just saying, I'll just do the talking right here if you don't mind.
Oh, you do your work, Father.
If you want to do the killing, that's you.
Wait, so what are these guys? Annabelle kind of says to you two. What is it? Is he?
We recognize them as occultists, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna grip one by the throat, the one he has pinned down, and I'm gonna kind of heat up my hand a little bit. I'm just gonna say, "Do you know what I am?"
Do I know what you are? I don't know what you are. Are you a priest or something?
I'm gonna heat up my hand a little bit more. I am the true harbinger of flame, not your false idol.
That false idol burns down this place every 50 years. That false idol rises from fire.
I'm gonna burn up my hand like a little bit hotter. Just be like, I am the third revelation, not Idmar Clackshaw, not the Phoenix. I am a messenger from Ray Harakti, and you are going to tell me everything you know, right?
I tell you what I know, the fire's gonna come and burn everybody. You included, me included. We only hope it shutters us off someplace better than this.
I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds. I'm tired of him fucking talking.
Ouch! It's automatically hits, roll damage. Are you trying to kill or what?
No. Oh my god. Jesus
Oh, I think you killed him.
you might
Joel,
have.
I think you fucking killed him.
What's their HP?
Yeah, I might have killed him.
What's their HP?
It was your call, DM.
Yeah, I busted my ass catching up to him.
Damn it.
It's alright. I think it's awesome if he dies.
It's your call. I'm trying not to, but it's your call.
I love it. It's fun. It's perfect for Malachi. But I'm.
If you double damage, you
I also
kill.
don't know how to ask to roll for intimidation. I don't like asking for that, but
Yeah, you killed him. You more than double damaged him.
yeah.
He had 7 HP.
Damn it. I mean, this is still enough evidence, I think. Can
And
I
you
tell
see
guys
his
what I'm planning to
body
do?
just desiccate and get burned into quiet white flame as his just clothes are all that's left behind.
All right. Well, you didn't want to talk anyways, right? You saw the whole thing, Mr. Creep.
Oh my god. Wait, you weren't trying to kill him? His whole body was on fire.
I was trying to hold back.
Wow, you did a terrible job.
I did a really bad job of
I'm
holding
not
back,
gonna
and he
lie.
did a really bad job of talking, didn't he?
I'm really impressed with that. Oh my goodness. Were these guys, were they breaking into my dad's house or what the fuck's going on with this?
Well, I was in the house and I was looking for the bathroom and I found them all in the bedroom and they were in there drinking. And then
Wait,
they
who
cut the
are
lights.
you? Did you come in?
I'm his slave. He's my dad.
You keep your son as a slave?
It's a little game we
No,
play.
wait. I mixed it up. I'm his son, and we're trying to.
He's clearly
in
not
the
your
bathroom.
father.
I had to leave everything behind, including my family. He's my new family.
Listen, Annabelle, you seem like you have a decent head on your shoulders.
I guess.
And also, might I remind you, you saw what I just did to that guy right there.
Yeah, I
So-
saw that. Not good.
There's a lot of...
Oh, is there like a symbol? Is there still like a what was the symbol? Was it like
Phoenix.
Yeah.
yeah? Was it like on their clothing or was it like like metal or anything?
It is woven together with like loose fibers, like dead wood.
Okay, so it's burned up. Okay,
No, it's not burned up. That is a radiant flame. It's not a actual flame.
Technically, it was inflict wounds, so it's probably
Yeah.
just affected his flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's,
oh, so it's just clothes. Cool.
Yeah. With some
Yeah.
dust
You
in
just
it.
saw him
So
do
I'm
the
like-
Indiana Jones thing, like at the end of Last Crusade,
Yeah.
where the guy
Dude, I love inflict wounds. When I just turn people into coagulated blood pools. As,
It's the best
Zemford.
level 1 spell.
It's
It's
amazing.
insanely strong.
It was so cool. But some of
should have
it's like
chosen something different. Sacred Flame, better choice than this one.
inflict wounds always just fucking cooks people. But Mr. Creep was like, either way, these guys were up to something. And look at this. Look at this symbol.
Annabelle, you see, something else is going on in this town and this area that's much larger than any of us. And whether or not your father's involved, I'm not really sure. I'm not here to cast judgment against you two. I'm here to cast judgment against nearly everybody else, pretty much. Maybe you two, I'm not really sure. You haven't figured that out. But point being, they were in your household, and so we had to figure out why they were here. I failed in doing so. This whole dinner party seemed to have larger plans going on.
All right.
Don't worry, Father Malachi. It's not your fault. If they would have just let me go to the bathroom, he wouldn't have had to die.
Yeah, you know, I might say that one might have been my fault, Mr. Creep. As much as you're a good man.
Annabelle starts like, maybe we should just head back to the house and figure out what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, you know what? You guys go back to the house. I think I might just go back to the
Come
mill.
back? Fuck. I need backup.
I'll try to explain what happened here. But...
Yeah, you should stay with us so we figure this whole thing out.
All right.
Like, I know you just cooked a guy, like, it was no problem at all, no issues at all, and it was easy for you to do, and you probably even liked it, but we gotta get this whole thing figured out tonight.
I mean, I gotta wash my hands. I really gotta wash my hands.
He's walking away all disheveled. I gotta wash my hands. Yeah, wash the filth of that man off you, that's why.
Well, that are the sins off of me. I'm not really sure.
I mean, it was righteous fury in you.
All right, so you guys start heading back to the house. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, you see Owen sitting there. You've just got rifled through the house. What are you doing?
I'm pulling out my sword, and I'm pointing it at Owen.
Cool.
And I'm saying, you're under arrest for heresy, suspicion of conspiracy, treason. I'm just listing things off.
Yeah.
He's just sitting right in front of me.
I get to defend myself. I get to defend myself, right? You don't have any authority here. I get to defend myself.
You get to defend yourself with what? You're shaking hands. I have the sword.
Get Sigma. I need Sigma. Tell Sigma. Get Sigma here.
I don't know. I look to the other guy that's sitting at the dinner table. Do you know what that is?
He's still sitting at the... He means Sprite. The house Sprite. Sigma Sprite. That's who he wants.
Sigma Sprite. That's, yeah, I don't think that'll be happening. Wait till my Inquisitor returns.
And, Malachi, Annabelle, and Mr. Creep all walk in to see Octavius holding his sword at the throat of Owen.
Oh, boy. All right. You got one of these guys. Just gonna crack his knuckles. A cigarette.
Hold on.
I think I still have that glass of whiskey, right?
Yeah.
Is Owen still standing there?
Owen's sitting down with the sword at his throat.
Okay, I'm just gonna toss the whiskey on him and be like, just in case, trust me, just in case.
Just in case what?
I have to light you on fire.
Annabelle, can you get Sigma, please? Can you get Sigma here now?
Get the door, Mr. Creep.
And Annabelle's kind of like, I really think we should get the leaders of town here to discuss this. This is insane. My dad's harmless. Just pull your sword away. Just we'll get Kirby. We'll get Sarah.
And you get all the leaders, and we'll talk about this.
Okay, Clint, stay here, please, and just don't let them kill him. And Clint just shrugs.
Malachi, upstairs, I found a...
And Annabelle goes out the front door. Do you guys try to stop her? Or she just said, just get all the leaders? Or
Yeah.
What was it you wanted, Oki? What'd you say you found what?
I found evidence of... It was disgusting upstairs, I'm going to be honest with you, but they're also harboring weapons and equipment up there. I saw Mr. Creep chasing after the cultist-looking figures, and
yeah, we kind of took one of them out on accident.
I'm going to be
Octavius,
honest.
I'm not sure if those cultists have anything to do with Owen, though. I think they might have been using him.
They're living up there, though. This is his house.
But I don't think he's ever home that much. He uses this place to entertain guests. He's always working. He probably sleeps in the office. He's so obsessed with becoming a lord.
Why
Aren't
you
you, Owen? What?
Why are you defending him?
All I can tell you is that those cultists ran because it seems like that they were hiding there and he didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And if we make the wrong move, then Malachi is going to cook another guy.
You know?
Either way, it's a pickle.
Oops.
Say,
Yep. It's
Yeah,
not
what happened?
fucking good, Owen.
We left him, what's his name, back in the other town, didn't we? The rat folk?
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not dead.
Well, let's wait for Animal to get back.
Maybe we should. I wonder what the difference would have been if we brought the drow with us. It might have been the right call, but might have not been as interesting.
We might be having another...
Pulling in a prisoner of like a species you've never seen before is probably not the best bet.
It's a big dick move. Like, look at my hostage.
Unless we got him on our side and he was smoking a
It's
cigarette
such
and
an
he had cool
Octavius
leather. Yeah.
As a
He was
huge
playing
Octavius
bass
would be
or
like,
something?
I have a drow. I have a drow as a pet.
This is my prisoner,
I'm
don't worry.
Octavius, yeah.
He's cool.
And they're like, what is this?
Pet? Jesus.
All right.
I mean, Octavius is kind of a freak, dude.
After about 20 minutes holding him up, you see Kirby arrive as well as a woman. I don't think you guys have met.
Can I ask Owen one question before
Yeah.
like 20 minutes? So you from around here? That's all. That's it. Sorry.
All right, so you see Kirby start kind of hobbling in, and behind him, I'm not.
Hey, Kirby.
I'm not sure if you guys have met her. I don't think you have.
No, we haven't.
No.
All right, and you as she walks in, you can hear Clint say, "Hi, Sarah," and she just kind of frowns at Clint, and then we'll have. Let's see. Then coming in through the door at the very... Oops. God.
Hello.
I wish like it would start working again. I didn't have to do it this way. Well, let's see. Hold on. Let me see if it's working the normal way again. Should be working. There we go.
I'm going to go pee while you set this up really quick,
Cool.
if that's okay.
Yeah,
Give
go
me a
ahead.
minute.
And then the guy that... Malachi you had seen earlier.
Uh-oh.
7 foot tall. Walks in through the door. And he sees Owen, and he sees all of them, and he hasn't said a single word. And he kind of looks to see who's in charge, whose body language between you two kind of says that you guys are running this show.
So is this all the leaders of the town then? Is everyone gathered?
Everyone's here, says the large man.
Did all of you know about the conspiracy taking place in this residence?
Show me the evidence.
Go upstairs, last room on the right, the double doors that are kicked in.
Do we bring the clothes with us?
I would hope so.
Okay, so you see the large man kind of go upstairs, and nobody else bothers going upstairs. They're just kind of looking at him. And
Mr. Creep, go with him. Oh, he's not here.
we can just say he'd probably follow up.
Yeah.
And he's up there, and he comes back downstairs after 2 minutes. And real quick, did Mr. Creep take the note? Or I guess we just need Andrew for that one.
So I took the note that was up
Oh,
there,
okay.
whatever
So
it was.
you took the note?
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot what it
We had the
shipments going to, what's his name?
So he comes downstairs, and he kind of goes, well, some notes. Or he goes, some weapons, some trash. I haven't seen evidence of a crime.
They were housing cultists of the Phoenix.
How do you...
I imagine you had explained or you had the cloth of the Phoenix Order of the man that you built in his backyard.
Hopefully, right? Did we pick that up, Bran?
The what? Yeah, you did.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Harborers of that cult are not welcome in these lands. My lands, as it were.
Kirby, you can speak on it. You had us take some of them out before.
Yeah, I saw them cultists. In a bad operation. They've been attacking my mill down there, and well, there's good proof that they were here. Owen, you know, I guess he should answer for that. I guess
It's a crime that he should answer for, and I don't see why any God-fearing worshiper of Ray Harak T would stand in our way of this.
I'm not standing in anyone's way, but this is my town. And I'll figure out how to handle it.
Is that the big dude saying that?
Yeah,
This is not your town.
this is my town.
If you are the true worshiper of Rei Harakti, then it is the town of the Flame Lord himself. And you would answer to that rather than the occultists who worship some false idol.
I don't answer to any idol, to any god. I worship and I do things on my own time, and it's none of your business. But I owe something to the people of this town, and I'm not worried about whatever authority you claim to have. My family's been running this for 50 years. I do not need you coming in and telling me what to do. Now, do you have any more proof of Owen's
Malachi.
maliciousness?
Is Annabelle here?
Yeah.
Annabelle, speak your case.
Well, I did see the cultists, and they ran out the door. They were staying there. It's a hard look, and I don't know why they were in my dad's house. And Owen's been completely quiet this whole time. He is not even looking up right now.
You don't even deem to defend yourself. How can we hear anyone else's case if the accused can't speak up for themselves?
Well,
Justice.
a rogue party, came into my house and was camping out
They've been
there.
living here for how long?
I don't know. The kitchen, I don't even...
Just speak the damn truth for once. I'm getting it right in his face with my night helmet. Just
I don't know what to tell you. It's just it's a bad set of circumstances. That's all there is.
All right, Octavius, nobody knows anything. Let's get out of here.
you don't plan to leave him, do you? We're taking him.
You are not
Nobody
taking
knows
him.
anything. This whole town, nobody saw nothing. But my understanding, they're all damned.
I need proof, further proof, and we will conduct an investigation. Is there anything else you guys are holding out on me with?
Broken window, 3 witnesses watching cultists run from this place. You have the robes right in front of you. You want further proof. You are denying this investigation, good sir.
He will be arrested. He will be handled. He will be processed. His duties will be relieved. I understand your party wants me to kill or spread blood immediately, and that's not how we do things here.
Did we say anything about spilling blood or killing?
Well,
We're taking him into our
Say anything about that?
You are not taking him into your custody.
We asked for you to investigate him or arrest him, or otherwise we'd be taking him. And you just said that you would do that just now.
Yes, that's about the gist of it. But to presume that you will take him from me is not going to happen.
Can we have a council meeting, like sidebar?
Council meeting between who?
Between like the party.
Yeah.
Quick little game.
Yeah, a little huddle. What do you?
When you go to huddle with Malachi, and Mr. Creep is like staying out of it, like he's not supposed to be in it.
I'm waving you over. You're part of the council.
I'm like, me?
Yeah, of
I
course.
hustle into it.
What? I'm willing to press this issue and fight this man if you guys back me up, but only if you think it's wise. If you think it's wise to surrender him to this custody,
I think that's what we should do. I think it's a waste.
What are we going to do with them? We already have a prisoner with that elf.
We can have more than one prisoner. I feel like we could get a lot more info out of this man.
I just feel like that it's
all
more
we
trouble
know-
than it's worth.
For all we know, they're all fucking cultists. We don't know that. He might be a cultist too. He might get special cultist treatment here in their cultist jail for cultists.
Well, what kind of bad stuff are they doing? Farming? Are they just a farming cult? That doesn't seem so bad. They're just farming cult.
They're the fucking Eidmar Clackshot people. That's the same people. We were fighting the whole time. Yes, the Phoenix. Keep up, Mr. Creep.
Whoa! You wouldn't have even known if it weren't for me.
You're right, and you've been invaluable help.
Yeah, well, it's all right. It's no big deal. I'm happy to help.
Yeah, if you think that's the right course of action, we can push on. But I think it's a.
Do you really disagree? Do you think we should surrender him to their custody.
As you guys are saying this real quick, Kirby is talking into Sigma's ear.
I think it's going to go their way. I don't think it's going to go our way. I think it's going to be...
One more thing.
Do you think
Kirby's son is with us? Kirby's son is with us.
Kirby's son is not with you guys, so Kirby's son left you.
No,
guys.
I mean... Oh, did he?
Like, he's big and all, but I got this.
Oh, I'm not worried about... If we wanted to kill them all, that's a different story, but I don't... It's not that. It's that if we go through the legal process, it's going to be bureaucracy that wastes our time, and we've got many more things to concern ourselves with. This town is dirty for all I see. That's just my opinion as your Grand Inquisitor.
All right, I accept your judgment, Grand
But
Inquisitor.
you make the call, and I will follow your lead.
I agree with you.
Gentlemen, I have a proposal.
Yes. Speak.
Do you trust Annabelle?
I look to Malachi.
No.
You've spent time with
Do I trust her to shoot that crossbow? No. Do I trust her to tell the truth? Yes.
We will hold him here for now. But my prime concern is he operates the cannery within town. I'd like you to go investigate the cannery.
Tonight, right now?
I mean, this dinner sucked. We might as well get our blood pumping somewhere. Let's, I'll shake on that.
And his hands are pretty fucking big. He is just a steely cold man.
Roast this guy alive in a big fucking oven. I want to shove an apple in his mouth and turn him golden.
I was willing to press the issue and we would have to
time around his body. I want to see it fucking burn, dude.
You have the weirdest taste in fucking NPCs, Joel. The weirdest fucking taste of anyone I've ever met in NPCs.
You like it, though.
It's fucking... I can never tell who you're just going to irrationally hate or irrationally love. Just all over the fucking map.
You like it, though.
Oh.
He's just a tall, ugly man who just like, well, better get to it then. Like, that's it. And then you're like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker.
Yep. I can't wait to see him on a spit, just slowly turning around the fire. Just
don't get it.
Slightly glazed and burned. Oof.
This map is going to be so different by the time we're done with it.
It's going to be black.
All right. As you guys settle this down, Annabelle is like kind of slapping some color into her cheeks and trying to sober up, and like pulling up her crossbow and actually like pulling out her rucksack and putting on some leather armor, and is like, all right, gotta go see if he's fucked up the cannery too. Was hoping to get really drunk tonight, but how this fucking goes.
Yeah, me too.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You're going with us, Annabelle.
I know. He already said the big man gets his way.
That was a question.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna pick up they have like a fifth of whiskey or something around there pouring it from, or like a snifter, or not a snifter, but what's it called,
Clint's
Andrew?
just the second you start looking around, Clint appears with some to hand you.
Yeah, we'll take the bottle, hand it to Annabelle. You can still get drunk. You'll be fine with this.
Well, yeah, if I live, all right. Hopefully, there's no more fucking cultists there, and it's just a bunch of turnips. Fuck. And she starts heading out.
Did
the
you
door.
see what Father Malachi did? That cultists? Are you worried about cultists?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's a pain in the ass.
Plus, I got these, and I like twirl my daggers and stuff.
Plus, I got these.
You haven't explained to me who you are. I still don't know who you are.
He's our spy master.
Important.
All right, they have a spy master. You guys have your own, an inquisitor and a spy master, and you guys are going around saying everybody. All right, no, that's fine. Let's go, guys.
So I guess it's so crazy that they're spy masters. I guess it's just crazy that it's just crazy that people have spy masters. It's not a big deal. It's stupid that people have spy masters.
Back to Cloud Mac, where we can just hang out, chill.
We're never
watch the ravens fly overhead.
We're never going home.
Whistle, maybe.
Just to be clear, we stopped by here to get snacks again.
The whole fucking goal of this campaign is just gonna get back to getting trying to get back to Cloud Mac. We're never getting home.
Wait,
I just want to go home, Pa.
I really wanted to drag this guy back to our dungeon again. I just wanted to have a populated dungeon. It's not that I really had anything against him. I think
we just supposed to throw him in and like,
and then completely forget about him.
And then like, Octavius, the dungeon's full. Full? Well, then release a few.
Yeah.
I just want it done really badly.
So, as you guys all head out, right? Are you guys all heading out, or what are you doing? Annabelle started walking toward the cannery, which is closer.
We're following her.
Yeah, we're following her. I wanted to ask her, like, if any of these accusations against her father make any sense to her. Like, if she's noticed anything suspicious about him.
Well, you know, I run the caravans. I've been back and forth between Matt Cloud I've been back and forth between Full Barrel and Benediction a dozen times. And, well, you know, about a week ago, the mountain pass closed up there by that fort. And, well, that's a big supply of our money, but I ain't heard my dad complain, and I ain't had any work to do, so I've just been kind of hanging out for a couple weeks, or a bit, and I don't know. It's really weird. It's my dad.
Pickled turnips is your trade, right?
Well, we ship more than that. We get a lot of colorful stuff from the Mousefolk and Basin. They do a lot of tailoring stuff. We get some there. We get a lot of goods, more exotic stuff from Hush, and we put down little caravans and bring it all up north and sell it as rarities, and it does pretty well.
I'm going to take out the note that I found upstairs saying that they were giving them to the sprites, the turnips to the sprites, and I'm going to show it to her.
They were giving it. The note said that they were giving it to Clint Oteg, the man who was drinking.
That's right. Does this make any sense to you? I'm going to just show it to her.
7 barrels of... That makes absolutely no sense. At all. He lives there by himself. He lives on a fucking shitty hut on the foothills of the mountain.
And he needs 7 barrels of turnips, your cash crop.
No, this doesn't make sense at all. Maybe we should head back.
Head back? What are you thinking?
It's up to you guys. I don't know.
Does that sound like something the sprites should know, or could we investigate this ourselves?
It's up to you guys. I'll follow your lead. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't feel like telling any of them that info. What do you guys think? It's just
why did we agree to go search the can? I don't know.
You're not into this?
Your choice. I'm gonna steal that whiskey from Annabelle back and just go over, turn away from you all and drink it.
These are our neighbors. They're cultists. We gotta figure this out, right? Okay. Fuck me, I guess. Whatever. I guess I fucked everything
What are you
up.
guys actually doing? What do you guys want to fucking do? Somebody tell me.
We were trying to get snacks.
You guys don't have to keep agreeing to stuff. You guys are like blaming me.
I'm not blaming you.
What do you guys want to do? What are we doing?
Let's go to the cannery.
Cool. All right. So as you guys head to the cannery, it's dark now, but you can see a single window with light flickering it on the second story of the cannery. And the doors appear to be slightly ajar. And we will end it right there.
Oh man, I was hoping I get to kill another person so I can make it look like that picture is that tall guy. And just try him alive. Put him in the biggest oven possible.
You're not gonna kill him.
He's a godless fucker.
Just going into this town, you've been in once before. Hey, we're gonna take this leader of your town to our dungeon. It's also not finished yet.
What's your problem? What's your fucking problem that we're just gonna take him as our prisoner? What's your fucking problem? You guys got what is going on with you people? You're all fucking crazy. You're cultists.
Guys are just literally the most imperialist party I've ever fucking seen.
We just don't respect
everywhere you walk. I own this now. I own this too.
Okay, but you did say to Oki, you're like, yeah, that's a good character idea.
It is a good character idea.
I know, but like, so what do you expect?
Oh, it's fun.
Oh, it rocks. I love Mr. Creep is like the most pure man, but he's also like a murdering spy master, imperialist spy master, by the way, who just like, I will do your will, master, and then like
I wanted to give you like good like thief shit to do this session too, like just break into here. Fuck it, let's figure.
We might be kind of evil. What am I gonna say? We might be kind of evil. It's fine.
Yeah, I
D&D.
felt the draw away from. I originally pictured Malachi as like
more
more like.
awful good. I'm no longer that. I don't think.
Yeah, I was chaotic good.
That's a pretty quick switch, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's more like my view of Octavius is he's learning morals from everyone around him, and you guys are his first friends, basically.
Mr. Creep is learning everything from everyone around
It's
him.
the same with we're all just our first friends, and we're all terrible for each other. Malachi had one friend before that.
We're all like just feeding our
thing is,
One
is
friend
we're all-
who you
we're-
never talk to.
We're not
We're
great
the best
guys.
kind of friends.
We're kind of evil, but it's also we think we're doing the best thing. So we're
No, I
basically
think I'm so
liberals.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm very.
We're just like, oh, interventionism's great. Oh no, we're gonna go there. We're gonna give them a real life and democracy. That's what like us with Octavius is like. We're gonna show these people what real society and civilization is like. And Malachi is just like, these people need God. That's the one thing they need. That'll fix them right.
I feel like I've been less. To be fair, I haven't been so evangelistic. It's more like, oh, you're worshiping like something horrible. Like the
Yeah.
occultists need to die. Like that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're gonna gradually keep running into people more evil, like in the grand scheme of everything, than us. We're just dumb.
Yeah. I
We're
don't know.
dumb and making small claims and stuff. I mean, like towns and stuff, they're not small per se, but like when we run into when we really start getting close to like the big bad shit, it's
I still wouldn't say you guys are an evil party. You guys are not an evil party.
Ooh, I don't know.
Evil, no,
Pretty
definitely not.
fucking evil.
I don't think so.
for D&D standpoint, I don't think so. I think obviously in real life, yeah, but
we still choose to help a lot of people like that we don't necessarily are
I
gaining.
think
anything.
you guys have a severe problem with people subverting your authority or questioning your authority. You guys.
Yeah.
well,
I think we also
Mr.
turned away from that town that was being massacred by Goliaths.
Yeah.
That was a harsh one.
That was bad, but also I kind of like the Goliaths. I don't.
So far, Octavius and Malachi are a gay couple, and Malachi wants to do everything to make sure Octavius reaches the potential he wants. And Mr. Creep is their son, who will do whatever they say. That's what it is so far.
But I think it's more of a power play than that. Like, it's not just that I
No.
trust Octavius and that I actually believe he's like the Lord Protector. But like the thing is, he got kicked out of the church, and he wants to establish his own version of the church, and this is his way to do it.
It's
Yeah,
a
you're gonna-
very ambitious party,
Yeah,
Very
that's what I would say.
except for Mr. Creep.
Which is a great foil. It's a great foil.
Plus, this is
All of
also
us are like,
this is also D&D, and also like in Branson's world, like this is a brutal world where like these are D&D is just.
I mean, I knew
gray,
this. I wanted this game to have.
People like to go with the alignments, but it's just gray. It's all like a very brutal world where it's like I hate to be like every man for himself.
Seriously.
But it's D&D. It's like you can't really as much apply real life stuff to because it's like it really is like survival of the fittest or the strongest type of shit.
Well, there's also like evil shit everywhere, so it's.
Yeah.
There are stuff that are defined as evil, like orcs, right? They were just changed or they changed them, but they were like originally evil,
Oh, in this world, no.
right?
No, nobody.
No, I mean not in your world, but I mean in like done like the people that are writing like.
Yeah.
So over the last week, I was like thinking because we ended last session like with the centaurs and the Goliaths, and I was like, man, it would be really cool to have like just like we would have to get involved with their leadership, take out their current leaders, replace them with our own like people that like a Goliath that we could easily mold to do what we want, and then just forge the Goliaths into like holy Templar warriors, but like 10 feet tall psychopath Templar warriors.
Username Smith says he wants to meet a cult that isn't trying to summon evil forces. I mean, that's just religion. I mean, those could be evil too, obviously, but like they're like the good religions in D&D and shit. Those are just cults.
It's a cult. Yeah.
Oh, the cult here is just trying to bring back the Phoenix.
yeah.
Isn't
Also, but there's another one.
explicitly
There's
evil.
another like cult. I think Dodo is actually like she could probably be cult-ish, but she actually seems like a person about passing on like wisdom and power and knowledge, and like from the one time we met her. So
Look what that got us.
no, I mean I think Dodo. No, I think Dodo is like legit a good character. Like she's trying to like.
But,
so I mean, like I know what they're saying like about that, but like I think there are cult just has a negative connotation to it. So it's like you have like a circle of druids who are doing good things. You have a cult of druids who are doing bad things.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like you don't throw the word cult around to like.
We don't know if I mean, there's an argument, I guess, for like the cultists of the Phoenix. Like, there's natural like cycles. That's what the Phoenix always kind of represents, is like a natural cycle.
Although they even said that they want to go against the natural cycle of the Phoenix and bring it to the cities and burn down more. Yeah.
I think like you guys have like there's from what you know about like Idmal Clackshaw, like you're not into like the entirety of what he's trying to accomplish, but I think you've gotten a good glimpse of it.
It's not good.
At the end of this campaign, I have big plans. I'm constantly increasing them.
Making money moves.
But
Octavius.
Thank you guys for going with me, trying to arrest the leader of a town.
Oh, I'm cool with that. Next time someone says
psycho idea, I love it.
Next time someone says go on this little like pissant errand, we're not doing it.
No, we gotta start saying no to people.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel bad. You're just kind of dragging, but
it's cool. I just thought that I was like, oh, that's the next step, and I'm like, oh no, we should have just been like, nope, fuck you, we're not doing that.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want. There is no next step. But
spiraled very quickly.
Literally, most people you meet are going to offer you to do, like, say, hey, could you do this?
Absolutely.
Except for the Knights of Nothing, they will never have a
I mean,
task.
I was totally willing, Malachi, to just cut that guy's head off and take him on our own. But
it's not that. I was willing to walk away. I guess is what I was saying. Like, that's what. That's
Malachi, you kind of believe they're all evil and none of them
I
are
just say
worth.
fuck the town, man. Like, we'll deal with it later. Like, we kicked up a hornet's nest, and it seemed it was like as like all the evidence, and then we kept on telling him, and he was like, "Well, show me more evidence." And then we're like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Fine, we'll imprison him." And I just feel like they're gonna, like you were saying, it's gonna be a cult prison where they like go there and do some bureaucratic shit, but he'll just get off scot free. That's why he wanted. That's why he wanted to invite the town leaders so badly. Like, it's a whole hornet's nest. So like when they said, I think they were trying to get us killed. That's what I'm thinking.
We'll come back with our Goliaths then. Teach them.
I think we can double back, grab our elf. Trust me, the elf can help us. Trust me. Trust me.
You're willing to just drop this whole.
Dude, no. A prisoner like the drow. We didn't even know what they were fucking up to. Like, I'm not even a drow fan. I'm a high elf fan.
But like the weird shipment got me suspicious. There's something going on.
There is, and the fact that his daughter found it weird. I don't know. I'm interested.
Weird shipment, like, oh, someone screwed someone over on a business deal. Like, we're trying to conquer the land.
But Joel, like, something stinks, and it could help us.
Listen, I know as a man of the cloth, like, you're not in.
I'm the spy master.
Sometimes this is what
who has no experience in this stuff at all, but I have a feeling.
That's what I loved when you gave your info on your spy mission in the town hall.
Very forthcoming.
I couldn't glean anything from it.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's boring. Who cares? But I found this necklace.
It needs to be like shiny for Mr. Creep to notice it.
It says, Ussie says having a house with no furnishing upstairs is weird. No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's creepy.
It's fine.
It's true.
It's not fine. It was weird.
Rat's nest of cultists that are apparently all sleeping in the same bed. Kind of weird too.
That hayseed is going to have a gruesome Joan of Arc style death.
Joel,
I'm
gonna beat Joel to that kill, so he gets mad about it.
No, I called it.
He's gonna like slip on a rock in his head and break speak. Oh, he died, and you're big.
Maybe we'll burn the town down on their festival celebrating 50 years. We'll come in with an army.
All right, so
Jeez,
I'm gonna,
I wonder why they survived 50 years.
Cult, being a cultist.
Yeah.
The Phoenix comes every 50 years, don't they?
Yeah.
What's that?
all right. I'm gonna end it for today. I'm gonna give you guys your XP in the Discord.
Sounds good.
But everybody, thanks for watching. I'm gonna be back. Andrew, you good next Sunday?
What's next Sunday? Hold on, let me just.
It's the
It's the 33rd.
the second.
Because I know there's one that's coming up that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not-
can't remember. I know you told me, but I forgot.
Yeah, the second I got to work.
Okay, do you want to try doing it Saturday, maybe, or what?
I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, unfortunately.
Okay, well, we might have to figure it out, push it to like a Tuesday or something if everybody's down. I know Joel doesn't want to do that because he's got to play on Monday, so.
Tuesdays probably won't work for me because I got my other game.
Oh. Well,
Why don't
we'll
we talk
figure it
about
out.
why don't we talk about doing something else? We could do like a little chat again or some shit instead.
Yeah, we could just hang out.
Maybe I'll do a
If you-
one-off with
or-
some people.
Yeah, like
Or
if you guys
Branson, you wanna
separate,
play?
if you separate
Yeah,
Mr.
we could run a
Feet,
one-off.
I could
Ooh, I'd love
I
to
could
play.
I could play. We could try a different game if you guys want, like just a one shot of something, but it's up to you.
I'd rather do a one-shot of 5e just because to learn a whole game to do a one-shot will take so long.
No, absolutely understood.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk in Discord.
Or I mean, we could do. Andrew, would it suck if we just did Malachi and Octavius like checking out the cannery? Like it
no,
was.
like I said, if you split it, if you separate Mr. Feet, I'll be okay with that.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right.
And Branson
for
can
watching,
like
everybody.
play as Mr. Feet if needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do too good of a job at it though, so.
But I'll
Shoot.
trust you to make decisions that aren't too wild.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Mr. Feet shits his pants and he goes, "Yeah, I'm a clown." Like you're not gonna like.
That would be humiliating for you.
It would ruin me.
All right, so I'm hopping off. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, guys. We'll
Yep.
talk about what we're doing next week, but we'll figure it out. Go ahead and raid somebody. Well, nobody's live that I can raid right now. Andrew.
Charlie Winsmore.
Oh, wait. Why does it not have him? Let's raid Charlie. Cool. All right, see you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.